Round 5 of the Renegade Open, and we've got a great game coming up for you. Kyle Thompson versus Mike Smith. Yeah, oh, I forgot. It's supposed to be Cyle. Thompson, something like that. Anyways, Kyle is a one of the Warhogs, top level player. See him at a tournament, he's always a contender. Mike, I don't know a whole lot about, so he's a little bit of a dark horse.
I'm a scrub.
He's a
Dark
scrub.
horse, Mike. Ba-na-na-na.
I've seen Mike
wanna
around a lot of the
do,
Midwest tournaments.
Poker chip. Scrub.
If you hate
don't,
the
like
Castellan,
magnet.
Hellhound,
Yes.
Night meta,
Got
you should
more?
you should seek out Kyle because he's the one that broke that first.
There was 3 of us at the same time.
Yeah, as
That's a lie.
I think was in on that. Kyle, but they both played at the Monkey. Kyle plays pretty high at the Monkey. Second place.
Questworthy, that is correct. That is fake Kyle with a K.
Fake Kyle with a K.
Can I get one more?
Both these guys are experienced gamers.
Oh yeah,
so-
I've played Mike a bunch of times actually. Your words. man. Your words.
I played Kyle at Flying Monkey 2016.
Did you win?
Negative. He gave me a lesson with RG and Devastators when that was still the meta.
So we have changed up the game a little bit. Per the TO's
Yeah, totally
request,
yeah,
we will
on
be
this card
using chess clocks the entire game, and we'll be starting at the deployment phase. So if Jason Lippert comes around, I think he would actually enjoy this game because the chess clock did start turn 1.
Jason would be glad in the same pants. He got mad.
All right. 22 and a half, 14
So Mike is on the Lords of War. He's been playing 40K a couple decades. 6th grade, man.
Drinking was more important than buying models, but you know.
I think you can do both. I think you can do both. So as far as like what his army does well, Mike thinks his army's good at board control, and
Until
he's
he
doing
shoots
some
it off.
demon shenanigans. So I would probably agree with him.
Okay.
And roll off for deployment.
Sure. 5. That one.
Okay.
Both ones.
I'm gonna be lazy and go over here. Good
Sure.
talk.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, sure.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
suppose we should pick that.
If you're in the chat and you know some of these guys or the list, let us know who you think's gonna win. Give us some votes. Do you think it's gonna be Kyle with a C, or do you think it's gonna be Mike with some demon shenanigans?
We have to correct his name. His name is Cyle. Come on, Brian.
Mine's over here.
Not sure
ready?
that's how it works.
Yeah. Oh, hey, mirror match.
Yep.
Yeah. Counterintelligence and assassination.
These are ours. These were my that I. We're both doing counterintelligence and assassinate.
All right, counterintelligence and assassinate. Counterintelligence is where you can destroy enemy objectives,
All right.
and assassinate is where you can
So I
pick
get
off
first
enemy
drop?
characters. So what do you think
Weird.
the players' keys to victories are for this
So-
game, Jason?
In reserve.
Score more points than your
The
opponent.
outflanking dudes.
Well, how do they get there, sir? There's got to be a vehicle.
Well, Kyle can
I'm also
assassinate
gonna
up to
spend-
4 characters. Per
Okay.
what we're
Yeah,
seeing
so,
right now.
let's
so
refresh
that's my
viewers.
objective. Or you have to
Assassinate
do
is
objective
destroy
first,
up
but-
to
Yeah,
4 character
I'm just putting
units.
it back here in the corner.
Each unit destroyed is worth 4 points. If all characters are destroyed but less than 4, award max points. So if you only have 2 characters and you pick assassinate, it could be advantageous
Agreed.
if you can get at them. You can still score the max 16 points. Counterintelligence is control objectives outside of your deployment. Controls determined at the end of the battle round. Objectives in no man's land cannot be scored on the first battle round. Each objective marker can only be scored once per game. Score a maximum of 16 points.
Our guys on top. You have guys on
So
top,
there is
guys on
assassinate
bottom.
and counterintelligence. That's what these guys are going to be rolling for on their primary.
Stop arguing.
Oh. Totally agree. 22.5.
Mike has declared he is not smoking rocks.
No, I was wrong.
Oh, he was smoking rocks. Any PEDs in 40K is a problem.
A lot of that. A lot of does booze count as a pee?
Most impressive.
Ah. I've seen Trent get sloppier as the day goes on, so I wouldn't think that would be enhancing much. But all right, for this Renegade mission number 5, we are doing Vanguard Strike. So for those at home, we got it up on the screen. 24 inches between the two armies. There's one corner for A, one corner for B, and there will be objectives in the middle.
24, right?
If you have not, go up there and hit the subscribe for Iron Halo TV. We have other events we're going to. We have other tournaments that we're going to be covering. And if you want to be notified of all the games, get you some more 40K content, that is the way to stay informed. Also get on Facebook like the Renegade Open, where you can stay in touch for next year's tournament and
Or
keep
24
track
for-
of what's
24
going on with the
for
Renegade Open.
Yeah, so
And if you're really bored, you can go to iTunes or Podomatic and download the Flying Monkeys Board Gaming Podcast. It's a weekly podcast me and some of my buddies do that covers competitive 40K in the Midwest area. And if Board Gaming was easy, it'd be your mom.
I take the offline. Yes.
All right, chess clocks do fire off at deployments. Both these guys are savvy players. I don't see it affecting their game too much. What do you think about that, Jason?
I would definitely agree with that. Both these armies kind of have more of a, lower model count than what we saw last game with all of Steve's Orc boys. I don't expect chess clock to be a problem unless Cyle is just a super slow player.
Not cheating.
The last time I slow played him by going and getting him a beer on his turn.
Yeah, it was real frustrating.
That's a
to be
valid
honest.
tactic.
Shout out to Abby if you're in the chat. Cyle is happy that you're definitely here.
Abby and my girlfriend went dress shopping yesterday.
Yeah, actually.
I'm
Perhaps
glad she
again,
made
even though
friends
I've
dragging
already-
her this far to a
Thanks,
tournament. So
Appreciate it. That's pretty
Pro tip
exciting.
one.
We're,
Are you still looking at the destination wedding?
still going to be possibly. Sorry, parents. You're not listening anyway, but it's fine.
Kyle,
Even though I posted on Facebook, you jerks. Yes, I did call my family jerks. That just happened.
Kyle just got engaged.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about. Congratulations, Kyle.
Thank you. I inadvertently, but I proposed to her on 9/11, so we can't let the terrorists win.
Can't let the
For
terrorists win.
America.
That's because that was me. Yeah, it was the most patriotic thing I've done this year, other than voting. I guess.
So, I've got two 10-man cultist squads. The guy with white around the bases is a Thousand Suns unit.
Yeah.
The guys with black are rightfully Black Legion, so they will get Abaddon rerolls.
Sounds good.
So,
You're doing multiple units right now, actually.
no, this is the second unit of 40.
Oh, okay. Here, place. And
Like
we'll cost myself a second. Okay.
Like we mentioned earlier, it's don't play with the chess clock often. Don't practice with it. Kind of
Can get you.
important that you make sure you're flipping the time back and forth.
For sure.
Because it can bite you in the beehole.
Second drop. Or third drop, I'm sorry. Are you on 4 or what?
With the 2 deep strikes, I'm on 5.
Okay.
Like I
So,
said, I was just gonna
You're
start
gonna keep
throwing.
placing. Okay.
Yeah.
Kyle, we had an Army list question in the chat.
Sure.
You have a detachment of Dark Angels, right?
Supreme Command.
Okay, Supreme Command detachment, Dark Angels, a battalion of guard,
The Brigade of Guard.
brigade of guard, and a detachment of knights.
Yeah,
That's
a
what Kyle's
knight,
doing.
Knight Super Heavy Ox. Like-
So I know it says Dark Angels. That is his most heavily pointed detachment.
Yep. 800,
So-
almost 800 points right
So
there.
he's able to claim Dark Angels.
As ITC says.
Don't hate the play, I hate the game.
Just playing primary Dark Angel, guys. Don't get mad.
Oh, also FYI, Cameron had a rules debate, but it makes it seem slightly more aggressive than it is.
Mm-hmm.
I can't warp time after Dark Matter Crystal.
Oh yeah, I suppose it's the movement, the double movement thing.
Yep.
Yep, that makes sense.
But I've seen
Some debate about it.
both one.
No
go
problem,
both
Marco.
ways.
If anyone else has any questions, throw them in the chat. We'll do our best to get them answered. Who do you think's going to pull this one off? You think Kyle has it, or do you think Mike has it?
Right.
2 deep strikes. Zangors and
Twiggy, are you referring to the Dark Crystal?
is that a question at me?
No, someone in the chat asked if that ruling was for Renegade only.
It was based on a rules judge. It is based. They basically the argument was, since it's not specific, that the aspect scan says that units like that count as reinforcements for shooting at them, so they count as reinforcements for everything, which means you cannot use warp time on them.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
So that is the conversation they had, and that's what
Who
Ben
did?
decided.
Renegade?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what the rules judge at Renegade here decided.
Okay, so the rules judge at Renegade, Twiggy. I hope that answered your question.
All right. And you know Abaddon's aura of auto pass morale.
Play to the man or it doesn't matter.
What's that?
Play to the man or it
Yep.
doesn't matter.
But it also works on the Zangors.
Yep. Because it's chaos stuff. It's like Bobby G.
Yep. Heretic Astartes.
All chaos nonsense. Or Herrick, yeah, whatever. Chaos Marine
No
nonsense.
problem, guys.
Um,
Mike's running a pretty cool setup. I have thought about doing it too. I know a lot of people overlook a bad chaos list, but auto passing morale makes you chew through those cultists until you have the last guy dead.
And then tied to traitors.
Right.
Yep.
And you can
So
always
they
tie
can
traders,
come
bring back once
back.
per game. EW felt that was too
enough.
powerful at one point in time.
Thanks, Nick.
Not naming any names or anything.
And I've never met the guy, but
Devati?
Navati, yeah.
He's alright. He's
Uh-oh.
actually pretty cool. I played him in Vegas a couple years ago.
I'm done.
You're done. Alright, that's fair.
All right, we got a comment in the chat from Questworthy. Kyle better win. Hogs are watching.
Oh boy.
Pressure's on, Kyle.
Is that Cody, I believe?
I don't know who that is.
Bo?
No, Bo's here, man. Cody Johnson.
Have I met Cody?
That's a great question. I don't think you. He's he doesn't travel with us really.
He just stays in North Dakota.
Although in Vegas, I think he was at Vegas a couple years ago. Yeah, he was almost last.
Okay. I haven't the only year I've gone to Vegas was last year.
Coming this year, bud?
I am registered. Oh.
I'm going. I'm not playing.
They were just bought plane tickets and stuff.
Are you judging or?
I'm going to get drunk because my buddy's having his bachelor party there.
Oh, that's
There's So if you see us wheeling somebody to a gaming table, you know what happened.
Happened. Oh man, last year with
All right, he said, "It is I," and yay, yeah,
some
the
filth here,
LVO is
man.
the only real travel I do, except Bug Eater this year.
Oh, that's right. You came to Bug Eater.
Bug Eater, and that's you do Bug Eater, right?
I do Flying Monkey. Con.
Flying. Sorry.
Yeah. And Jason's Iron Halo GT.
Sword. Cammy's the red helmet.
We'll see both you guys at the Monkey this year.
Done.
All right, looks like we're done with deployment.
Get the
12
ones, sir.
12 wounds on Hellhounds, right?
11.
11. Totally different.
Correct. The 3 up.
Those guys are outflanking.
They're all flanking. They're just. Oh, actually, I should put them. I'll keep it right.
No, that's fine.
That's. You have a little die for.
I've got a bunch of dice over here.
Just for the. Okay, I think we're good.
Right?
+1. You get the +1. Roll to 6.
I did not.
Yeah, go ahead.
Luck.
Good luck.
All right.
All right, if you're just tuning in, we are round 5 at the Renegade Open. Deployment's done. Primary missions have been chosen. Players shaking hands, and it is on.
Advancing the Space Canadians.
Space Canucks. Dumb.
Arco
for
in the
any of
chat.
my
Flying Monkey
shenanigans.
does rule. Hope to
there.
see you there.
Converted out of.
You have Primaris, dude?
No, that's his Forge World.
Ah, sick.
I'm just taking 2 inches off.
Yep.
For it going up.
Yep, perfect.
One second in the nice, but I do think I need to buff something or else
Yeah,
it's going to be even shorter of a game for me.
I need the like I deploy super defensive, so just like let you come at me, whatever. I know it's the buffs will suck to shoot through, but I'm kind of a short range army actually, so
Alright. Tough 7 on the Hellhound.
correct. And I'm not going to go to do the prepare positions because balls.
What's your take on that, Kyle? I'm not a fan of it. I don't think it's the greatest.
Love it.
Do you really?
Absolutely love it. Yep. It makes going second actually viable. Especially against because it makes Eldar Wave Serpent stuff a lot better. It makes any sort of vehicle that has to sit out there a lot better. Be able to take on 2s or whatever. It really slows down some shooting. Like this game has always and forever will have big problems with going first Alpha Strike armies.
Yes.
It's been like that for several editions, and you gotta you gotta be able to mitigate that. And I think that the cover save is great. It doesn't work on Titanic stuff, which is also great. Because like Knights with 2-ups would be dumb, but yeah, no, I think it's really healthy for the game.
In the chat, someone said is Jason going to be at Flying Monkey? He better. I will drag you from Bartlesville.
I think that got asked. I get to ask every stream. Yeah. I heard that when I was in Iron Halo, and I heard that when I was in Flying Monkey.
What can I say? I'm a popular man.
You are, man.
Don't forget Chris.
Well, I mean, that's just,
Goes without saying.
yeah.
Did I just make it awkward?
Now
I
it's
made
weird.
it awkward.
Like,
You know who I was. Oh, Nuglins. Hello. Nurglins. Yep.
Hashtag Nurgling. Only one squad? Oh, back over there too.
You can't find. Yes, only one squad.
Oh, yeah, I knew it. Should probably like walk around the table once to make sure. Hello. Hi, Puck. How are you? I'm acknowledging who you are. That's weird.
So Mike is playing hide the Nurgling.
Yeah.
Kyle's trying to clear up.
I found them. They're right there.
there.
Weird. Yeah. You should probably like walk around the table once, make sure you know what's going on.
Running the Poxbringer.
Yeah.
That'd be a good bad name.
Yep.
Hide the Nurgling.
He's right here. I'm just gonna
Sure.
stop being reasonable.
Hey, Judge?
Judge.
Yes. I don't know. What do you want from me?
Sorcerer running.
Ooh. Yeah.
Mike's doing a really good job of securing his front line with literally 80 cultists.
Is it 2 squads of 40?
Screening
squads
for
of
those
40.
demon princes.
Get out of here. Got me.
Within 24.
You're touching me.
All right.
It's bad touch.
Bad touch. What you gonna do?
These guys just daisy chain out to be within 12. Now I pick them up.
Yep. One part of the magic phase. Good. Good. How about I drop some dice? Oh, yeah,
Mike, what are you doing?
Right now, I've got 9-inch sticks that I set out. So when I dark matter crystal the Zangers, it just lets me give an area. So I'm not measuring where to go.
That is pretty spiffy.
I can't take credit. I stole it from another dude
That's fine.
who had it.
I think,
If only they had Death to the Imperium.
So if anyone wants someone to cuss for all those Forge World Hellhounds, it's Kyle.
Him and Trent.
Nah, Trent was on that first. I think Brandon Grant was also on it too, honestly.
Okay.
I really didn't want to play him, but then I was trying like rhinos and stuff. And spoiler, not great. So after Spring Con, which is Renegade format in spring, I ordered a bunch of them, and then I actually own like 6, but the more I play them, the more people are getting used to them, the less good they are. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan. Like I think actually they might get cut after this event.
How have they fared against really shooty armies that know what they're capable of if they get to go first?
Oh, they die immediately. I mean, it's kind of cute because I can like give them a 2-up or whatever with prepare positions.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
I do. That's
and
callback. That's great comedy.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a next thing I knew is rule 3s after that. But they're good. They're probably gonna get cut for Rough Riders actually after this because they don't tend to be super effective. I got enough guardsmen to just be in the way.
All right, in the chat, your fellow teammate, your fellow hog, how dare you besmirch the stately rhino? And
Rip.
Tanker916, referring to Mike's handling of the sticks, said that's a F-word genius. So,
Excellent.
I've been told to keep it PG-13, so I'm not dropping that on the air.
I'll tell Ethan that they said that.
Okay.
He's the guy I stole it from. All right, so
Yeah, go ahead.
spells,
Yep.
Gaze of Fate out of the Demon Prince.
Yep. Nailed it.
Yep. All right, Weaver of Fate, him onto them.
Out there.
Or sorry,
No.
sorry, I switched up my spells from last game. Aramon has Weaver of Fate, so that
Yep.
was out of Aramon.
Yep.
Sorry.
Still got that.
Yep.
Yep.
he will prescience these guys.
Okay.
He's a 6.
Cool.
Yeah, command point reroll.
Okay.
I was
Who-
at 14, so now I'm down to 13.
Which
You
one?
wanna-
Which one advanced?
The Canadians.
Which ones?
The front squad.
The one that you're presencing?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So that gives me.
You were a 5 and a 1 before.
Yep.
So you turned into a 2.
Yep.
So you fail.
No, he gets
Oh,
plus
it's
1.
a 7. Oh,
Yep.
it's 8. Okay.
No, it's 7. I
Okay.
remember I was 1 off. I needed a 2 to roll, so I
Got
think
it.
it was a 4 and a
Okay.
1.
Or 4 and a 1. Yeah, it's
Yep.
1. Yep.
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 So, so they're plus 1. Glamour. I'm.
Oh, because you can shoot when you advance. That's
Yep.
right. Yep. I
So
remember now.
I'm gonna Kabbalistically cast Glamour onto them.
Okay.
So +2, +3 with Armon.
Okay.
So I need a 4. We got it.
Got there? Yeah.
And then warp timing the Space Canadians.
Okay.
Alright.
Got there?
Had first movement phase, but what about? And they're gonna advance when they do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Another 5.
So they're going 11.
Yeah. Bloodletters, bloodletters.
And because, I wonder how many comments I'm gonna get off of the stream about having red Zangors and blue bloodletters.
That's cool, man.
9 inches here. Uh, 11, so they're going 7 net distance.
Hey guys, just want to let you know that there are 6 people watching the stream at the Renegade Open at the streaming room they have. So no pressure. It's probably all Warhogs.
Yeah, I know Chase drops so he could watch games. That's real fun. Cool. Yeah. I think it was a Phil.
And
Tanker 916.
Pick up your list floating
I
around somewhere?
believe it is in
I said
your
my
printer died.
printer died. It's
June of some kind. 2019. Brian, can you specify when the Flying Monkey is going to be?
in the next.
And our website is
Got it.
www.flyingmonkeycon.com. We will be June
You might need a
21st
back
through
there.
the 23rd of 2019. We actually expanded this year. Last year we just had the big hall. We had a really good event, good turnout, a lot of space, and now we have more space. We're gonna try to add more in.
Still okay. Yeah.
Still,
But yeah,
Still
go like
pretty alright.
Flying Monkey Con on Facebook.
So it's
Go check out the website
save.
www.flyingmonkeycon.com, and hope to see you guys there. Dave will be there. Jason will be there. Big
Big
Hall
Ball.
and Big Ball, same difference.
Like Pelagony.
Someone said and the podcast. I do actually. I've had both these clowns on Flying Monkeys Wargaming,
Apparently, I was fired
where if Wargaming was easy to be your mom.
and die safely.
Jason used to be the third chair, and I think I've officially made Dave Armon third chair.
24.
Jason can just be a special
That's why I
guest
was
from now on. And Jason's
I'm
turned
gonna
my
turn
volume
Brian's
off, guys.
volume
It's been
all the
good
way
knowing
off
you.
right now.
I'm gonna use my dice for this stuff.
Sounds good.
So if you're on iTunes or Podomatic, Flying Monkeys Wargaming. And while we're at it, go subscribe, Iron Halo TV. Get on the Facebook, like the Renegade Open. And if you subscribe on Twitch for Iron Halo GT or Iron Halo TV, Jason winces every time the noise comes across the screen. So feel free to go unsubscribe and resubscribe.
This is Anchor. Or not the blood. That's your blood.
Hold on. Can't cast anything.
Yeah.
All right, good
Bullet
talk.
phase.
What's that?
Bullet phase.
Shooting into these guys.
All right, we got Zangors in the face.
Is he within?
Yeah. You're yep, you're good.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay, so from there over, can shoot 3, 5, 8, 10, 13, 16, 20.
20.
With prescience, but running, they can -1/+1.
So fours are rolling.
Yep, 4's rerolling everything.
I'm gonna go.
Take cover.
Yeah, take cover. Go to ground. I'll get my point back. Oh,
I am so surprised. I did not see that coming.
That was dripping in sarcasm.
4's to hit, rerolling, 4's to wound.
Yep.
And they have 3 up save.
3 up save, correct.
They're not 3 up ballistic still, so cheat better, Mike.
Yeah, come on, man.
15 hits.
Okay.
Actually average. And then 4's.
Yep.
Probably should have Veterans of the Long War, but oh well. 7.
7. Hey, I picked up 7. 3s.
Alright, guys.
Lose a base one.
Jason is back on.
Thanks for being patient. I really appreciate it.
I don't think he may missed you.
I needed to have an anchor, okay? 'Cause I'm
Okay.
trying to like finish strong here. I mean, that's what it is. But I met this lovely person in the lobby. She was checking out, and she had like a lot of unloved beer. And she was like, "Yeah, we couldn't find the refrigerator," and I couldn't find the refrigerator too because they put them in cabinets here. In Wisconsin, every refrigerator in every hotel room is prominently displayed, so it's easy to find. Because when you want to cool your stuff, you need to know where the refrigerator is. At any rate, she gave me some beers.
Sweet.
Good story. Yep. 6s. Top of one still or bottom one?
So top.
Top of one.
Nothing.
Clock's been running for the entire game.
Because I don't trust my ability to reliably make charges.
Chaos player had the first turn.
He gave it to me.
Gave it to him.
I'm going down to 9.
Missions?
Or is that 13? So I'm going down to 10. Double Endless Cacophony and Veterans of the Long War. Yep, that is that 13.
All right. Cyle took counterintelligence and assassination, and Mike took counterintelligence and assassination.
Oh, alright, mirror match.
That's easy to figure out.
It's only the second time we've actually had one. I thought
Yeah.
we'd have more, but
I don't know what's going on, but Jason just asked Dave to sit on his lap.
and you did, yeah.
Oh, is that it?
Everybody just assumes now.
Whatever. People will tune back in.
Got him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So even double reroll I die. So got there. Hooray! Killed the
Alright.
thing.
Yeah.
Overwatch
I've been living off
from
of these.
Hellhound.
Just run.
Just the center one.
Yeah. Heavy bolter. Nothing. Flamer. 3 to 6 pick highest. 4. 3s. Pick 2.
Of course. We're good.
Doesn't give a damn.
You could roll that for your charge. That would be beautiful. I still have Gaze of Fate reroll.
You have to use it.
Gaze of Fate reroll. I need an 8, so I need a 4 up.
Nope.
Yeah, and can't
no.
make it.
Yep.
All right. Your turn.
Okay. Bottom. Bottom. Ooh, 1. So I can. Nope. I can't see ya. No. I think we're still gonna go Want a little adventure? Go grab this objective.
Is this a Vanguard one?
Oops, sorry.
So,
Um.
go ahead, Jason.
Well, let's
Just-
go burn
just
some
let
stuff, I guess.
Cyle know Abby is in the room. That is his
I
fiance.
see her.
No
I
pressure
see her.
for Cyle.
It's
Okay.
Warhog's watching
Yeah,
the
I
other
met you on Thursday. I
room.
remember.
Beyonce in the room. Oh, you can turn my volume back up now. Well, thank you.
I'm good.
That's appreciated.
Yeah.
I like how
I'm
your
gonna go-
mic
I'm gonna
spends more
stop
time
this
down than
place.
mine does.
Yeah, I know. It's
even
crazy.
Even though I'm gone. For
Like you'll
fairly extended
ramble
periods of
about beer and
Yeah.
everything else,
time.
and,
Everyone wants to hear me talk about beer and sausage.
and Jason will turn my mic down
And
at,
giving
on a
sausage
whim.
to other people and people enjoying sausage. That was last night.
Let's
So
go.
one of the things I'm toying with, nothing sentence, but I'm toying with doing Vanguard deployment for every single mission for the Adepticon champs. Not for the team tournament, but for the Adepticon champs.
What reasoning would you have
Some-
for that?
The reasoning is that if you
Like,
have the
God,
power and
almost
mobility
the
to change
You're
the
as
shape
tanky as you
of
can be,
deployment
man.
Yeah, so
after
we'll
the
see how
game
this
begins,
Yeah.
that's
I mean, it's
important.
almost like
So when I played Eldar, 6th
I'll
edition
just
Eldar,
get there,
I
you know.
love Vanguard deployment because I could turn it into Hammer and Anvil if I needed to with my mobility, right? Or I could turn it into Dawn of War if it was better for me, depending on who I was playing. But if you're given Hammer and Anvil, it is Hammer and Anvil. Now I liked Hammer and Anvil because I still ran a unit of Warwalkers without flank, right? This is 6th edition talk still. But Hammer and Anvil was really the only good time to do it, right? Because the board edges that they would come on, they always have targets.
Okay.
But
How do you think the players will receive that?
I'm not really sure. I mean, it's one of those things where we're always looking to, like one of the fundamental principles, right? Is we're always looking to give players the ability to demonstrate that they understand the game better than the person they're playing. Not just that their dice are better or their lists are better, but that they understand like how to take advantage of certain elements and features of the missions.
Well, it's a matter of, you can have a nice car. You put someone behind the wheel doesn't know how to drive it. Not gonna matter.
Yeah, you could be driving a Prius.
Right.
Hey man, I was parked.
You know what?
between two
Kyle
Prius
said
signs.
that, and the universe just made perfect sense.
yeah. How do you think I drive to Oklahoma from North Dakota, guys? You got there's some money there.
Yeah, I drive a Ford Soiree.
40 miles at a time.
It's a Ford Fiesta for the Savage.
It's gonna be short.
Gets 40 miles to
Get
the
there?
gallon. I landed this hot chick driving it.
He pointed at me.
6 meters down from my base is like there.
My Jeep gets 22 miles a gallon on the highway. Up to 24. Like, fine. It's not like the old days when you actually drove a
Have
truck that got
options.
6 miles per gallon. That
Right.
was hideous.
Yep.
or
Yep.
threes that they call
Yeah.
players into the Vanguard.
Yeah, and the red dudes are
All right, we are bottom of turn one.
the red guy is actually
Kyle's giving his
16.
mic so good.
not bad.
And ladies
of
and
1 to
gentlemen,
10?
that is
Not
actually
like
a
a
land
solid
speeder
3.
on the board.
Yeah, Dark Angel land speeders. The Artemia pattern allows
We're
they
gonna
have
go
a pretty
0 1
straightforward
here,
purpose
we're
in
gonna
life,
press
and that is to run forward as
Switch
far as
a
they
little
can,
bit.
shoot stuff, and then blow up. Because they blow up real good. It's cool to see, like, 8th edition, a lot of the lists,
magic.
some core elements will remain the same. And this one has guardsmen, but he
Well,
doesn't have loyal
my name's
32.
Simon
He's got
Stecker.
more than that, which means it's more like
tell you
what
the
Ganyo
first
had
figure.
last night, where he's got some mortar teams. He doesn't have Castellan.
Trying to
He's
smite
got a
the
is that a
Vanguard.
is that a
I think
battle
it's
cannon?
Crusader.
So he's got a knight, but he's got the Artemia pattern hellhounds,
I
and
can't see
the
that.
surprise
Yeah,
in
cleverly
my mind
blocked
would
them
would
with your
definitely
hellhounds.
be
I'm sure you
the
were
Dark
planning
Angel
on
land
that from the
speeders.
very beginning. Yeah.
So let's do some smites then. On your Zangors, 6,
Right.
take 3,
Pretty all right.
and second one fails. Didn't get that. Okay, bolt phase. Real ones. First rank,
All
second
right,
rank.
those in the chat. We're bottom of
Actually,
turn
well,
one.
first rank, second rank.
Kyle versus Mike. Who do you think is gonna pull this off?
And, Yeah,
Let
let's
us know in the
do
comments.
some bullets. That's what I can do. We'll
They're
start
playing
with
mirror
your Zangers
match
and Meg 1,
missions
correct?
with
What's that?
assassinate as
Your
your
Zangers and
secondary,
Meg 1.
right?
Yep.
Counterintelligence.
Yep.
Meg
primary?
1 to attack.
Hit. 1, 4, 6, 8.
So at one level, there's
9.
not a lot of
Uh,
variety,
these will go
but at another level, there is. Like,
Okay.
you see Imperial Guard, yes, you do. But these guys are being supported by an Imperial
Four.
Knight, Artemia Pattern Hellhounds,
Within 12 of
and
Abaddon.
Dark Angel Speeders. You can't deny that that's variety. How many command points do you guys have?
I start with 18. Starts with 16. I'm down to 10 already, and he's at 13.
And do you have a way to recoup yours when you
Grant.
spend them?
Grand,
Okay.
I'm my guy back here.
but no Aquila.
No, it's not worth it.
The Aquila is not worth it anymore.
I don't believe so.
I mean, I stopped running third eye.
Yeah.
Almost a third eye.
Yeah, stealing's not as good as just taking from yourself. Instantly get 1 all the way around anyway,
Yeah.
so. We are going to shoot your Zangors, and we're going to shoot with the Talon Master. But I'm hitting on 5, sucks.
It's only -2. Talon Masters are 2 up list.
3 ups.
Oh, really?
3 ups. That's a lot different.
You
Well,
shut off
I
your
might make it to
notifications.
turn 3.
Zangors are, that's kind of mean.
What's that?
That's kind of mean. Otherwise, it's Feel No Pain Cultists. That is harder.
4s.
Yeah, well, whatever. Can't make you roll ones if I don't make you roll ones, I guess. 3, 6, 9, as we say.
Are they doing it on
These
time?
boys in the
At the
cultists,
bottom
or in the
of,
Zangors, I mean.
turn one
Need
right now.
5s
I'm not sure. They're paying
and 5s again.
squad.
Nothing. Second squad, same business. Do 3 into 0. Do T4, which is rough. Okay, first rank, second rank boys are gonna go. We're gonna shoot your cultists.
Alright.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 18.
Oh, sorry, it doesn't have a Laskin. Yeah, I'm remembering a bunch of people that always fire 20 shots.
Yeah, there we go. Luna cultists.
They all moved, right?
These guys did. But it doesn't matter. I'm rapid fire, bro.
Well, I was Canadian
Course.
rerolls.
Oh, I'm not Canadian.
Oh, what are you?
I'm a Catachin. Strong dudes, not shooty dudes.
Yeah.
6 on your cultists.
6 up saves.
Yep.
Cocked.
Yep. Okay.
6 feel, no pains.
Yep.
5 die.
Yep.
No charging and locking down my cultists, thank you.
Watch this. Alright, these jerks before I lose them.
Okay.
Over there.
Thank
3, 6, 9 into the cultists. That's some pretty solid shooting.
Pretty alright.
That's fine.
All kinds of swag.
And take
Dude.
another
4?
4, yes.
Yes, sir.
No saves.
Yep.
5s. Make 2, 2
Okay.
die.
Alright.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okie dokie.
Artichoke.
Artichoke.
Okay.
Let's go.
Thank you, sir.
Before I lose them, I guess. We're shooting the cultists with that guy. All but 2. 18. Nope. Can't do 18. Gotta do 12 and 6. 4, 5, 6. So, Soul Cannon. Deuces. 4s, I'm sorry. 4s are rolling. That's Sammy. Oh,
Okay.
3s, I don't reroll because I'm not going to cheat you. 3s miss. And deuces. And so that many. Neg 1, 3, 6, 8 so far.
Into the Canadians.
Cultists. Yep. And the heavy bolter, 2 missed. And these need 3s. Cocked. And real 1s. And from the cock. So 3 more on the cultists.
That just are feel no pains.
Just feel no fans, correct.
So 8 die total.
Yep.
I've got 7, 8.
Okay.
Looks like Kyle's working on that screen.
Hellhound is
chipping
going to
away
go
at it.
this way onto the cultists,
Sounds good.
and the heavy bolter's also going to go into the cultists.
Sounds good.
Heavy bolter, need 5s. 1. Cocked. Cocked. 1.
What's in reserve?
Oh,
right
field
now
of
for
pain, yes.
anybody?
Hammer?
Not sure.
Twos.
I don't think that Mike left
2, 2, 2, 2, 2.
anything off the board,
For all successes.
and I think Kyle actually deployed
Hey,
everything.
that's genius, actually. Real successes on 2s. Way better. Okay. Next is going to be. He's going to go next then. Top Talon Master. Same business. 5, 6,
They have
3,
Talon
6,
Masters,
9,
Samael, or
12. Put these two guys like there. So same deal. 4s, 1s and 2s,
yeah, 3s.
and
Talon Master.
deuces. 6.
I'm just happy.
I'm
to
sorry,
see Dark
8,
Angels
neg
on
1.
board again.
Right. Like,
Correct. Also heavy
commenting
bolter.
to somebody else off the stream that these don't strike me as particularly abusive lists in any way. You bring these, you can do okay. Like you're talking about going 4 and 2 at a tournament.
I think the Artemis Hellhounds could be a little abusive for what they're pointed at.
But he didn't spam them.
That's true.
He didn't build his entire army around them. They're just a feature of his army. It's like, yeah, your stuff can do a really special thing, but you didn't take 9 of them, right? And they're not like tractor cannons. I played against 14 tractor cannons on Friday, and that is what it is. And
Whoever play tasted that should slap themselves.
but they're when you run at the numbers for their performance, they're so completely inconsistent, and you can't control it.
Again,
They have a grot crew. That grot crew can't pick up a culture, which means you can't actually positively impact their performance. They're always going to be random. It is what it's going to be. And then when they run out of choice targets, they're done. Guy last round was saying that by his math, it takes 9 of them to reliably kill a single wave serpent. Now, I'm not really about reliability. I'm like, once you hit about 80-85%, then that's good enough for me. But some people like 100%.
but again, for a game that has an alpha strike problem,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you've basically created a unit that contributes in a major way to that alpha strike problem.
I mean, yeah. You also don't batch roll these dice. You roll them one at a time.
Okay.
They're weird. When they perform well, and when they don't, they don't.
Someone's gonna bring 18.
Sure. Yeah. And I don't think he's gonna win the entire tournament
Right.
because he's gonna bump into 150 orc boys and Snickrot and some other dudes, and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, we don't care. You can't kill that many. Like the single shot it does, does d6 damage. But yep, you killed one boy."
But the thing is, though, is that their points cost. There's going to be other stuff in that list. It's not going to be just tractor cannon.
Yeah, no, true. I do think they could stand to be 10, 15 points more expensive.
I do too.
For their performance.
I mean, they die easy. You can kill them.
You can, as
But
long as you,
is the damage done at that point?
yeah, exactly. But prepared positions versus them makes them a lot less effective. They don't move very far, and they need line of sight. They're good when they're good, and they're not when they're not.
Yeah, Mike threw in the chat. 18 of them only cost like 650 points.
Sure.
So again, there's going to be tons of other DACA out there that can deal with troops.
I think
Yeah.
the problem you run into if you bring 18, because
No, not
I
even
saw
close.
this,
Okay.
the guy was brought 14.
Let's put some.
And the problem he ran into is he ran out of good places to put them.
Mid screen,
Good places to deploy them.
and then we'll put both.
Yeah, but for
flavors
40
into
points, do you really give a shit?
I'm not. The point being is like if
Or
I'm
like
looking at
the-
winning an entire tournament with this,
Kills angles. Angles are actually.
if you run out of good places to deploy them, because they need line of sight.
Heavy bolters.
And if you have so many of them, eventually you're bumping your
One.
own guys
With zero
into
cultists.
poor firing
And then
lanes.
flamers. And
So,
two.
so you compound that
four,
with
and
the
six.
ones that you have in good positions that have
Nine,
line of
10,
sight and a
threes.
good shot at some armor, which is what you want to be shooting them at.
Blues.
But you got these other ones
Singles.
that
Or, I'm
can't
sorry,
shoot
not
at that
saves. Take
armor.
6 saves.
So if you roll poorly and you don't pop it, you have to do it again the
Who's the
next
guy?
round.
Cool.
And in the meantime, you've got guys that are you got points that are
Okay.
wasted because you took so many of them
So
you
let's
can't
also
actually
shoot
roll with them.
your-
Eh,
I got
I don't know.
quarters and nine left.
I just think that the unit, it's way undercosted for what it should be. And in the game that in general has a problem with the Alpha Strike.
We're gonna blast your.
You basically created another Alpha Strike tonight.
Right, blast cultists.
Because like you said, sure, that
66
that
shots.
18 cannon guy isn't going to win the GT because someone's going to have the answer for it.
10
But
plus 17.
there's a lot of feel bads in between start to
So
finish
minus
there
3
that are going to
minus
happen
over
out of
here.
that.
And feel bads.
No, I
do
said
matter.
minus 3.
Like that.
Yeah,
If
I
you're
have
sitting
14.
across from that and you brought 2 flyers in your
So
list,
pull my
Oh, you're
ones,
toast.
you've wasted probably 500 points.
Regardless of whether or
Right.
not they're.
And then 3s.
It doesn't matter if they're all flyers out
That's
and
what
actually
I'm
hit.
saying.
Yeah,
all of them.
So how good are
Three,
elbows?
6,
But we had this discussion yesterday. If anyone complains about that Craft
Alright.
Worlds book, you should be allowed to just slap the piss out of them.
I'm just making sure that you remember the conclusion that you came to earlier.
Again, it's like a nuclear arms race. It's like you don't go, oh, I got 50 nukes. Okay, well, I got 60 nukes. Again,
and
it's
the knight
a
is
game that
going
has a problem with
to
Alpha Strike.
act
Those
six,
cannons
so
are a
machine
horrible
is
idea.
left.
If they were 10 to
Let's
15 more
sub
points
into
apiece, it would actually be to the
cultist
benefit of the orc player because
Yeah.
they would
Ooh,
they would
damage.
then end up buying and deploying the sort of the
Stubber
optimum number
and
that
machine
had the
gun.
best fire lane.
Well, good. I'm down with that. Let's do it.
Stubborn machine gun into the melta gun into the Nurglings. Flamer into the Nurg. Big Mama Melta.
I mean, it
Flamer,
hoses
Melta,
stuff, but
machine
if you
gun,
have
stubborn.
if you can roll
So
fives for your
studs
armor
first.
saves,
All hit.
yeah. And for the record, I'm
Threes.
dad because
So-
he's
Threes,
actually a
three.
grandpa.
So you hear that? Jason just told you to roll better. That was his answer.
Yeah.
Roll better.
Okay.
Nah, it was like I was playing the Ringer Army on
Correct.
Friday. I'm playing Ringers. I'm playing Ultramarines.
6.
He cracks the
9,
rhinos.
12.
Okay, cool.
Machine
He's
gun
shooting
into
at
those guys,
Space
threes, and
Marines,
then dead on
and I roll fives. And he's like, "Oh, it does nothing." For my armor save, like it's a weird weapon. Like it goes through, awesome. It doesn't go through. You're just like, okay, what?
How
was
many
that?
points is Terminator?
No, he was bouncing off of regular
Right.
Marines.
But how many points is a Terminator?
No. This is called either red herring or straw man. I'm not arguing about the proper pointing for Terminators. I'm just saying that a regular dumbass vanilla Marine standing there getting shot by a tractor cannon. If you can roll a 5, the tractor cannon looks dumb.
If you can roll a 5, like that's something you will into existence. It happens a third of the time.
Hey man, I played Eldar in 6, and I was like, I roll 6s,
Yeah.
and you pick up models.
Agree to disagree.
Yeah, take
Distortion in
take
6th
5.
edition
I rolled
was
5. I
was
got 6.
rightly disliked.
Oh, yeah? Oh, then 6. Sorry.
Especially if you walk up to a table with a guy who's like, I'm gonna roll 2 6s right now. And he does it, you're like, oh. It's insulting and hurtful.
Doesn't matter. Okay. Charge phase. The Hellhound is gonna charge your Zangors. This one.
Mm-hmm. And that's the cool
Weird.
thing about these Artemian
So
Hellhounds.
I'm gonna
You're
do
like,
that now.
Yep. Like
5.
nothing else likes to be in combat, but you're like,
Oh,
no,
look at
please
that, I'm
do.
touching what
Please
you
destroy
do.
this.
Weird.
Please snuggle up to it real tight and then
Oh,
blow it
yeah,
up.
yeah.
You caused yourself a lot of
I
border
legitimately
wars.
forgot.
It's bad.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. It's a cool model too.
Knight in the Nurglings. Well, 1 probably doesn't get there. Maybe it does.
If you're just tuning in,
you're-
Kyle versus Mike. We are at the bottom of round
You're
one.
just over 3
We're in
inches
Kyle's
I
away.
need a
assault
knot.
phase.
1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use his.
You'll Don't make sure that you subscribe to Iron Halo GT
Oh, hey, look.
or Iron Halo TV.
I'm just gonna.
Makes an awesome noise
Yep.
that Jason Horn
So
loves.
you can.
Yeah,
file
man,
in
your
for each
Cobalites
round and
only
then go
cost.
and then-
They even cost 7 points. They're not 8 points, are they? What are Cobalite?
I think I added
don't
an
know.
extra.
Like
three in
they're
there.
not Marine points, so yeah.
I think he's talking about
And don't you start with 6 up, feel no pain on turn 1?
7
Yeah,
points.
7 points. Oh yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. Run Cobalite on foot. Just run hundreds of them. That was Grandpa coughing, by the way.
I don't give a damn. I'm Grandpa. I'm guild certified.
Did you fail,
Are you going to combat too?
Yes.
Okay, good talk.
Kyle?
All
Did
right.
you fail some charges or?
Oh, I charged my knight into his reroll double.
And then
So,
used
I used his once a game reroll.
God
Got
damn
it.
it, Leroy.
Get over the thing.
And what house is that? Or did you use the guard once again?
No, his warlord trait.
Oh,
So I don't need the ion shield because what shooting?
right. Good
So-
point.
auto guns, man.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Vin Carroll.
Yeah.
Thanks for following
Oh wait,
Iron
half
Halo
of them are
GT.
gone now.
So do your Zangor swing.
Good job
I can't
subscribing.
hurt you.
Jason came about an inch out of his chair.
Dude,
Oh.
I don't know what the
Maybe
the
it's
sound
turn on the
effect is.
volume, man.
Terrible. Terrible.
Oh, I love it.
You can't miss it.
If anybody in the chat's bored, go unsubscribe and resubscribe.
And then Kyle, how many combats do you have ongoing this round?
Just the one. I charged his Zangors on both ends.
Right.
To kind of split them. So
I
And
can't rap.
are you
they
used
can't wrap
to?
them and
Are you used to working with a
I'm okay
clock?
with it.
Are you guys?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah,
guys
I-
back and forth during the round, depending on who's rolling saves and stuff like that? Or
Oh no, actually we're not. I suppose you should, but we're both playing pretty fast, so I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
I got over my slow.
The players.
Yeah, he did.
agree.
He really kind of did.
because really that's the most important thing, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
The clock is not the most important thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
I never said it was the most
Or-
important thing.
Are you okay with me swinging?
This is
with him
round
up here?
7
Absolutely. Yeah.
of an
No,
argument.
it's-
I can't wait to
Frank's
stream with
always good.
Jason again so we can spend 2 days arguing and drinking.
I've had other people tell me no. Sorry.
It just tickles the Irish part of my DNA for
that's
some
awesome,
reason.
man. If you were
alright.
drinking anything
So
right now,
7,
I'd cheers you, but
14
you're not.
swings
So
here,
I'm just gonna
8
drink and
swings
salute
here.
to you.
I need to have some cold medicine before I drink anymore. Had a beer for breakfast.
Yeah, I mean, if it does work out, I will bring you
Minus
good Wisconsin things.
That works.
Yes.
Because I don't know if you know how to make beer in Kansas.
3, 4.
I'm not really a beer
5.
drinker.
I don't know if you know how to make
Yep.
whiskey in Kansas, unless it's illegal.
6 ones left.
Fair enough. There's a
And
Wheat
then
State Distillery
8 swings over
not too
here.
far from where I live. It's pretty decent. If you ever get there, I'll take you there.
All right, for sure, for sure.
Okay, Tanker 916. The question was, why don't any of you have flask? Never leave home without them. So let me tell you where my flask is. I took
many
my
did you take?
flask to Iron Halo GT, and I had it. It was like my whoopee, my security blanket, and I left it on the streaming table, and I have not seen my flask since.
I think that's.
And I
what
believe
got.
Jason Horn has it somewhere.
Alright.
I think my wife threw away.
Neither of us score any victory points. Both
She did not.
starve off.
Did she really throw my flask away? Okay. Man.
Yeah, man. I usually just save my flask for when I'm gonna go see a movie somewhere, and I don't feel like paying movie prices for liquor.
Hey, you want to hear the coolest thing that my kid ever snuck into a movie? A McRib. We went to see Star Wars: The Force Awakens, and she said, "Do you want me to get some food?" I was like, "Yeah," and she's like, "Well, I'm running late. Just go into the movie. I'll bring it in my purse." And she comes into the movie and sits down next to me and whips a McRib out of her purse.
Wow.
I was like, "You are my child."
she is like that's great.
She's the
market
hero.
value
She's the hero
right
that
there. You
we
should
want.
get a lot of cows for her.
Not the one we deserve.
Whipping a McRib out of her purse.
There she is.
That's awesome, man.
Hey, Tanker. Next time you should have hit me up, man. I usually have my flask on me. Hopefully I'll get back from Jason someday. Next year? Okay, I might have to go buy another one in the meantime.
Please clear because your spells are
So
over.
is it? It's what, 1:15 now. So the Adepticon.
Neither of us
webcart
got
Yep.
anything.
0
has
points.
opened. So
If you have not, and you're going to Adepticon, the tickets went live and on sale here recently. So go hit the Adepticon website, get some tickets. The other voice on the stream with me is Jason, and he is the head judge of Adepticon.
I am.
He hates chess clocks.
Don't. I hate chess cocks. That's true.
He's-
What are the chess? That's where my.
We're about
stuff
20
is.
minutes in, which
Yeah.
means that probably we're
Perfect for
far
that.
enough in for the web card to have
I have
crashed at
terrain
least
now over
once and,
Great.
and probably be resetting. It's not our
OP.
fault. We're really
OP.
popular, and the software designer that we were working with continues to, like, I think this is the third or fourth year that we've worked with it. And I'm not on this end of the business at all. I just hear peripherally. They gave us tons of assurances about the number of events that we'd be able to put in the catalog, that, and how it would work for your card to be able to put stuff in, so you kind of tag it as yours. You have a certain amount of time to check out, and a number of those assurances just fell through, and they fell through like 4 days ago.
Oh
Like,
no.
We're like, okay, this clearly
We are
this
gonna
clearly
do-
indicates we will be working with somebody else next year.
that's when
We
we
can't do it because every year we've been pushing the limits of what this company can do for their cart management and stuff, and it's not adequate.
It's a good problem to have
I mean, it
as far as
is.
events go.
We're kind of tweener. We're kind of tweener. We had around 5,000 people between registered and walk-ins over the weekend last year, and the venue can handle that much traffic, but it can't handle too much more. We've filled everything to the nooks and crannies. We're in the nooks and crannies now, but there's nothing else to move to as far as I'm aware. Because again, it's not my side. I'm literally just 40K. But 40K does occupy a fair amount of square footage in the convention, and there's no next size up until like 10,000. There's this huge 5,000 person gap in between there, so you can't continue to kind of grow naturally. You have to really, really prepare to take a giant step, or to just be kind of small and like have echoes, for a year or two, if you can't fill the space right away. But we do sell out of, you name it, painting seminars, modeling and hobby demonstrations, events that GW hosts. There's a number of Games Workshop events. Since they've sort of re-engaged with the community, they've been sending a considerable contingent of top-level talent to Adepticon, and you can sit down face to face with a lot of these guys, talk to them about hobby and about Games Workshop, including, and probably the most famous is Ray's Duncan.
Right.
I got a candid shot of Duncan standing next to a poster of himself last year, and it's one of my most favorite things. But all of the events will fill up fairly soon.
Okay, we need a score check, guys.
Yeah. Thanks, sir.
On the Zangors.
0-0.
Zangors are the only ones that I.
Nil,
Top turn
nil.
2. You're over at Mike's
So
A lot of stuff has died.
on the psychic phase.
what we will do.
True,
is-
but Assassinate is only characters, and they took counterintelligence
Foxbringer,
as their primaries, and
Okay.
they can't score those central objectives in turn 1, right, for counterintelligence,
Got me?
and nobody was able to get into anybody else's backfield.
for
So
one.
0-0 makes sense for a turn 1
One
score.
sorcerer.
How's the clock looking?
Got me? 3?
Shaman.
Currently, Mike has about an hour
5
left,
now.
Yep.
and Kyle has about an hour 2.
And
Nice, pretty
point
even.
from
That's nice.
Pinky.
That's good to see.
+1.
Do I explode? I do? Let's find out.
No, he didn't suck because he
We'll take
wants to blow
That's
up.
exactly what he wanted that thing to do.
As long as there's something in range.
Cultist?
Like The thing to do is to back way up and then shoot it and then just let it blow up on its own in a vacuum.
Dirty dog.
Did he back up far enough?
I think he is backed up. Yep.
Yeah.
Good
and
enough.
That's the proper way to approach those.
Good enough.
Back that ass up like a dump truck.
Oh yeah.
Neil agrees with the explosion.
That actually is pretty big, killing those guys. How they're not.
Come at me.
It would have been nice if I on that or whatever. No, this is actually better.
Yep.
Good talk.
Good talk.
Feel no pain on the cultist.
Yep.
Goes off.
Get out there.
All right.
Is that delightful agonies for the cultists?
What's that? Delightful agonies.
So you have Slanesh mark.
Yep. All the cultists are Slanesh, and same with the sorcerer.
Interesting. Interesting choice.
Just making them as annoying to kill as possible.
Got it.
Absolutely.
So.
How does it play? And double shoot.
Exactly.
So I've seen people mark them corn and double
We're
fight
good
them.
with
I've
Psychers.
never before this
Um,
never seen and never considered myself double marking for double shooting.
Really?
No,
Think of a unit like 40 with veteran. They can play Veterans Long War on them too.
Yep. No, you're right. I refuse to do that.
Okay, just
They're
throwing it out
cultists.
there.
All these
One.
assholes are like 15 years
Double
old
pain.
and pimply and mad at their dads, and that's
Flamer.
why they're like
5 and 6
worshiping
shots.
Just
something
saying
else.
They're emo.
They're
kids
not
with a las gun.
veterans. They're not
Deuces.
veterans of any war. So I have.
Well, you should tell GW that because they have the heretic start as keyword. Allow them that stratagem.
Correct.
And I know.
Silence.
What you guys cannot see behind the scenes is Jason has turned off his mic to tell Brian something.
I'm trolling on a high level
and
right
Brian
now.
has also turned off his mic to discuss this issue.
You make it? How far do you make it? Pretty far. Okay. That hellhound
You know
sits-
what I'm gonna do.
That hellhound sits there till the end of time.
Woo! All right, my mic is back on.
Good talk. Good talk.
Yeah, good talk.
Yeah, like I said, I can't wait to argue with Jason for 2 more days again.
We could have been hugging during the mic blackout. You don't know what happened.
You
And
gotta
hang out.
really trust someone
I
to get
just
double
do the
underhooks.
wound time, but I'm just gonna pick him up and put him over there.
Sure.
Or you have
good.
to really study your double underhooks
good, buddy.
counters.
There you go.
Which
I'm great at pummeling.
Yeah, which frankly, as far as I'm concerned, everybody who can like counter double underhooks is already a monster, and so who cares? Like those techniques are pointless to study.
Jason and I discovered this weekend that we're also jiu-jitsu brothers.
We
So
are,
we're both
totally.
brown belts.
Right? It's awesome.
Filth.
Man, I can't believe my phone's not blowing up yet. Let me check it. I want to see like, oh my god, I forgot to register. Oh my god, where's my volunteer code?
Too bad, too sad.
As
You're fine.
as Bam would say, good.
Be good, scrub.
What's that?
You're good on the game plan.
But
I know what I'm doing.
You remember the old R Boy tournaments, right? We had some guys locally that were complaining about, having to have stuff painted, having to have stuff, hobby.
Mhm.
And so we had what we called the Get Good Open. And the Get Good Open was, if it was gray plastic, wanted to run it, have to be painted, just come and bring it.
oh my,
And bring your big teeth kicking list and get it out of your system. And then after that, go home and paint your models. But that's where that came between me and my meta, was we just started doing like just the Get Good Open.
awesome. So our team's at a little
Okay.
tournament.
We don't care
this
about
weekend,
killing you. We just want to
and,
zone you out.
our little dude here just
I mean,
one match with Renegade.
because that's how we talk.
Crazy killer.
Okay.
So They'll fight first.
Okay.
Pile in here just to absolutely make sure.
Yep. Absolutely blockable thing.
6, 12, 13 attacks.
Okay. Can't wait to wreck my face.
I am not veterans of the Long Warring.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 21 minutes ago, a guy just got in line to register for Adepticon, and there are 476 people queued ahead of him.
Cow.
Roll
That was
all
21
9
minutes ago.
wounds. You fail them all.
That'd be
And I'm just like,
hilarious.
good job.
Although in 2 minutes it went from 320 to
opposite.
138
Alright,
for another guy, so they're
but
handling it pretty quick.
Doesn't matter. Failed it.
A lot.
You're welcome.
6 wings that aren't going to do anything.
Sure.
Good doc.
We're at top of turn 2.
Nothing.
Mike's
Heavy
fight
petting.
phase.
One.
He's swinging at Hellhounds, hoping he doesn't
And
do
heavy
any
petting
damage.
over there. One. One of each.
On each side?
Correct.
Alright. 6 up on the cultist. Feel no pain?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
this is the
Alright.
time you'd hope them Zangors are pillow fisted.
Make a stupid a charge. 4. Sorry.
Okay.
They're good.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Yep.
All right.
Moving on to the bottom.
Let's do some business.
Here comes Kyle. It's turn 2.
Get 'em, boys. Do your best.
And then this is where the fact that they pick a mirror match as their primaries is going to become interesting, right? It's the second battle round. They can start scoring their counterintelligence, the midfield objectives. So going second, in my opinion, is generally an advantage if you're playing objectives.
I do like seeing missions are designed to give the guy 1 second.
Mhm.
It's kinda cool.
I agree.
Advance.
Jason keeps
my
looking at us
company
like
command.
we're supposed to argue.
And
I don't know.
my
Like,
I don't know what the deal is.
Confused.
He's confused because he doesn't know anything about 40K.
Business.
Alright. Other movements. Move my chair.
Now the question is, like,
Kyle sings a lot like a Disney princess.
I don't know Kyle that well, so I'm not going to comment on how he plays this game. He's doing just fine. I
Advance
am
these
wondering,
troops.
like, if
10.
already the clock is influencing like decisions you make and the efficiencies you're trying to get out.
Are we on that old chestnut again?
No, not in a negative way.
I think we haven't.
Because-
I don't think we haven't heard him complaining about chess clocks enough, so we should
Yeah.
hear a little bit more. What's more with feeling, sir?
because because in
This.
an unclocked game, everybody
I was
tries
zoned-
to get
zoned.
every bit of efficiency out of
Right.
every unit.
Ooh,
on board.
advanced spicy pie.
Despite the fact that that the maximum efficiency for some of the units is
Not
is
quite.
practically nil. Like
Not
it's
enough room for all of them.
inconsequential, except under incredibly extraordinary circumstances, you just get incredibly lucky. But
It's only
otherwise,
turn 3.
like when
so-
you're
or turn
forced to
2, so you
calculate
can-
the actual value of taking the time to move something versus what it's going to do for you, its practical impact, a lot of times skip it.
So basically, it's what are you grabbing when your house is on fire?
Right. I do agree. Everyone should carry a flask. I'm okay with that.
To be honest, Jason, I really enjoyed Brian's comment and explanation. My mind was just blown with all your words and complicated syllables.
Yeah. I mean, this is like Northerner talking and whatever that grain belt is talking.
Okay.
Nope. Here's my local saying. What do you grab when your house is on fire? Fair enough. Also, he said hammered shit earlier, and I was like, that's not a thing. He's like, yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Not where I'm
It's a
from.
thing. It was in Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze.
Oh, everything in Roadhouse is a thing. You're absolutely right.
How dare you defy some Patrick Swayze?
Roadhouse is
Sam Elliott.
time enough to sleep when
Sam
I'm dead.
Elliott's walking in the bar. Patrick Swayze asks Dalton, asks him how he's feeling. And he goes like hammered shit. It's a thing.
See, the quote I took from Sam Elliott with that, which is that there's time enough to sleep when you're dead.
No, he felt like hammered shit.
No, they're sitting in the bar. They're sitting, or else they're sitting in the booth in the diner, and he's like, "Do you get any sleep?" He's like, "Nah, there's time enough to sleep when I'm dead."
Okay,
Sam Elliott also great lines for him.
we can agree on this or disagree, just like
We
do on chess
agree.
clocks.
As long as you're willing to follow Sam Elliott into the Big Lebowski, like I'm okay with that.
Okay,
Those are great companion pieces, bookends.
they are.
I don't know how you get from one to the other, but they're bookends. I don't know what's in between them.
So there, so we got Flamer, 8 inches to the cultist, 636 downtown.
All right,
Yep.
40K to its stream.
Kill all the things is the plan.
Oh, I think Mike caught me. Yeah, I think he's correct. I think
Uh,
Whistler said that. Now you said that.
Oh,
Casters.
well. Now who is
Going
right
forward.
and who is
Oh,
dead?
it's still
Broke
it's
that
still a
back
thing.
then.
If it was in a movie,
So
it was a
9,
fucking thing.
Drop it down.
So,
I don't know. It's in
And,
Blade. It's not a thing.
Yeah.
7.
I don't think
6,
Blade doesn't have the
Something
cachet
like
that Roadhouse does.
you shut your whore mouth.
And
Are you kidding me?
Those
In
They do one of
Roadhouse,
the best lines when
Nothing
in
over
Blade
advance.
2, when Wesley Snipes is going to fight Ron Perlman, whatever his character is,
you gotta pre.
and he says something about Blade, you ready
Nope,
to die?
it's men.
And he goes, "I was born ready, motherfucker." Tell me that's not
There's reasons they
classic.
do
yeah,
that, so.
except you could just watch Parks and Rec, and you could have Ron Swanson say, "I'm Ron fucking Swanson."
He doesn't say that in Parks and Rec though.
He does too.
Good enough.
He never says the F bomb. That was on network
They
TV.
they bleeped it out.
Okay.
I mean, hey, look, if you can be wrong about where that quote comes from, I can be wrong where this comes from. So, Chris Christopherson. Oh, that's right.
Hey, I heard a professionally done version of a tribute song to Little Sebastian. today.
Red hat.
Speaking of Parks and Rec,
Really?
All my leaders are
it
red.
is.
Are we connected?
That's awesome.
My sister says Ron Swanson is my spirit animal.
Oh yeah,
Mortars,
he's a
magic
lot
phase,
of guys'
smite,
spirit
and
animal,
Zangors.
right?
Got there?
Now,
Probably.
I mean,
are,
we
sure,
can.
actually.
let's look at
Accidental, not
updates.
genius.
Hey, we got some LOLs in the chat. There's some people following.
Front
along.
guy.
There we
I
go.
guess I didn't specify. Whatever's better for you.
You choose. I don't care because I'm within. Araman has range on the front guy, and he has range on the back.
I'll do front guy then. As
We
well.
actually got
So
some
Armand's got a
speeders
better
in the
deny.
mix.
So.
And you rolled 6.
Got there? Other guy? Good talk.
Psychic
Alright.
powers.
Yeah.
Denied
orders,
and then failed.
orders.
failed.
Gonna move these dudes. 9.
He is really moving out. Moving.
Order
Yeah,
these
they do.
guys to row ones.
Welcome to 8th edition, Jason.
Did you
Edition.
see their
So-
stumpy little legs? They're like.
They're all torso.
That's why they only move
all the
five.
bullets
Orcs
do
are- orcs are all
nothing,
torso.
because they're all locked and counted. How cute is that?
It's a nice way
Maybe
to
that one
balance
guy
out
can make some shots.
how fast orcs
So
can
we're gonna
be.
shoot the flamer at the 2 dudes.
Just cutting
and
inch
then
off their
everything else
movement.
into
They do have
the-
stubby legs though. Seriously,
Sounds good.
you've seen the models.
Okay, the flamer. And they don't
Yeah, he's really moving out. I think there's a heavy weapons teams,
Nine.
and
12 machine gun back
somebody.
yonder.
Hey,
Way
I don't
back
know who Hopefish is, but thanks for the happy birthday.
10 hits.
Right on,
Dead
man.
on 2s. 8 die.
Into those guys.
Yep. Melt a gun. 4 shots. 3 hits, and they're dead. Stubber shoots into the darkness. Let's do some charging, I guess. We'll start with these hombres. We'll go in. 8, pretty solid. Out of the way.
If you're just tuning in, you're top.
Not basing you. Also being
Thompson.
slight.
Bottom
Excuse
tier
me.
too. Yep.
Mike Smith, Cyle Thompson. You guys played before. Good friends. Kyle's of the Warhawks.
Tournament.
Mike is
Friend
of
of
the
his.
Lords of War. Got some Zinch Demon shenanigans on some Imperial Knight Dark Angels Guard shenanigans.
And it's nice to see these both in a top 16. Neither is particularly abusive. Both have some interesting little tweaks or twists on a standard list. So it's nice.
Pretty good stuff. And if you have not, go subscribe to Iron Halo TV.
Yeah, it's not the funny thing, but thing about 8th edition is this. If you and some other reasonable person put together reasonable lists, you will have amazing games.
Yep.
Amazing. The rules are so nice and tight. Except for Inari. But they're so nice. They make so much sense. They're so straightforward that if you and another reasonable person get together and you put together reasonable lists to sort of reflect more of the fluff of the game and just like a generic or a general or a vanilla army list, and you run them at each other and play, you're gonna have great games. And great games is characterized by whether or not you have counterplay. And because if you're running a turn 1 table list, you don't want counterplay from your opponent. You want to have them pick models up. But it's completely possible for 2 reasonable people to put together really fantastic looking lists and bring elements and units that are not seen in competitive play and have excellent results.
So mandrakes can be good again, correct?
I think there's a reason that you're not talking on the stream.
What's going on?
It's between me and Jason.
I got distracted for 10 seconds. Increase my list.
Thank you.
Frank, it's
You're right, I take it all back.
Frank is actually a local player that despises chess clocks. He just hates chess clocks just in general. Even though he still shows up to my tournaments with chess clocks. Kind of awkward.
Yeah, man, I'm right there with that.
Frank's a good dude.
You live for now, sir. All right. Combat. We'll activate. It's not great. Oh, I forgot to charge him. That's too late. I blocked myself. Yeah. Let's do combat. We'll start with my sword guy. 3, 4, 5. Bold lieutenant over
The
yonder.
entire shooting phase is already resolved.
So
already?
deuces. All of them.
-1 to hit.
Correct. And
Freeze.
threes.
What did you shoot
Rolling
the Talon
ones.
Masters at during shooting phase?
The darkness. Everything's locked. So I'm just charging.
I literally managed to charge both of his Hellhounds and lock them in close combat, so he couldn't fall out. And so the only thing he could shoot was the cultist back there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So now we're using their swords.
Good play. All right.
3.
3.
Swords for the win.
Most impressive.
Cool.
3.
Okay. Interrupt or just let me go.
Just go.
We'll go Sammy next.
Okay.
Real ones. 2, 3. I'm sorry, and then he's strength 8 on the charge.
Yep.
So take
Bottom on.
3. Lieutenant's working all phases.
Yep.
2. Okay. And Sammy, so they're still there.
I really need to lay down.
We'll
one.
go the last guy, the last lieutenant.
I cannot make it to within an inch. I pulled the guy.
He's fighting right there.
Oh, 25.
Yeah, it was here.
Ouch.
25 says exact, right?
Yeah, but you're not basing me with the guy.
Oh, sure. Well, I'll activate something else next.
Okay.
Is that
sounds-
okay?
Yes,
Or,
that's
okay.
fine.
All right.
Sorry. Yep.
Yeah, that was Thank you.
Yep,
I
nope.
appreciate that.
So-
So activate these guys, I guess. This mess, so I don't forget about it. You can try a triangle too. Multi-triangles.
Triangles.
So,
4 days.
Triangle. Not quite because you're in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's 12 swings. 3, 6, 9, 10, 12. 5s. 3. And 4s because I'm catagen. Take 2. Got him. Your saves fall apart now. There you go. Yeah, yeah. Screw me. Finish islands. And then these bros. Yeah. Ten. So it's these roads 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. We'll go into you.
7.
Or inch of a guy, an inch of a guy. 7,
That's good.
8, 9. So 10 swings. I lose my back too. More than double.
Okay.
The sergeant has 10 or 3. 8 plus 2.
Yep.
8 plus 2.
Back.
Yep. 3 and 3.
3. Do you have anything else to swing?
These bros and one of the lieutenants possibly. These guys have not activated. Oh, and also heavy petting.
Okay. Yep.
Pull him. Okay.
And just trying to. No way they can get with anybody over here.
Okay.
Or
4,
actually,
5, 6. Here's my line.
sorry, I have to.
Yeah, you gotta think about it.
Yep.
Okay, we're just
Right.
gonna mega surround this dude.
Yep.
That. And then activation's over here. So 3 inches towards closest will be. He's just gonna stay put. So we'll activate these guys first. Towards closest. Open this way. And that, and then activate again. Closer. Consolidate and pile in. Pile and consolidate. However, whatever words are.
Mm-hmm.
This lieutenant is gonna do that. Knight, I suppose. We're here.
Mm-hmm.
3, 6, 9, 12. Do you feel no pain?
Yes, not that it's gonna matter all that much.
Lose some, but not enough. 3, 6, 7.
All right, how much damage?
That's all that matters, man. That's lame. Let's do. I'll
Roll it, and then we'll do them one at a time for damage.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So that roll this. So 3, 4 threes, 5 threes, and 2 1s.
I'm just gonna do the 2 1s. Okay.
Cool.
So 5 guys die.
Yeah, good enough.
Pulled one too many, and need to keep as many guys within 3 there.
All right. Okay. Heavy petting from this hellhound over here.
-1 can't hit, right?
Still, so heavy petting over there.
All right.
Attack. Your activation, first activation.
2 swings into the Hellhound.
No, my face.
No, he'll swing at Samael, because screw that guy.
Yeah, screw that guy in particular.
Reroll
Uh-oh.
misses against characters.
My face.
Tough 6, right?
Yep.
Nothing.
All right.
And then I think there's 2 different squads here.
Correct. Big block here, holding that guy, and then the rest is holding this.
Okay. 4 and 2.
Yep.
Small squad. 3s.
Attack.
Nothing.
1, 2.
All right.
Okay, you guys in chat, how do you think Kyle or
-1.
Mike is
Big
doing?
squad.
Let us know.
Right. I auto
Or
pass
anything else you
around.
want. We got Dave.
Um,
Dave is the head man here at Renegade. So he's hanging out with us a couple. If you got any
Alright.
questions of him or things you want to ask him, hit us up in the chat and we'll get him on the mic and get him talking to you.
Not trying to get a point back yet, so I keep a point.
Okay.
And we're gonna maybe clear our goals. I don't think this super matters, but do it now. So deuces, or threes, I'm sorry, rolling ones. All of them, and deuces still. Take 4.
All right.
Still 3.
Command point reroll.
Sure. Alright. Still 2. 2 irrelevant ones. Okay.
I'm down to 9 command points.
Alright. Morale for my
Thank you.
guardsmen are lost one guy, can't fail. 7.
Yep.
Alright. Go nuts. Sir.
Um,
Bottom of 2. Killed. Counterintelligence, you get 2. And counter for me. Oh, you get 12 actually.
Yep, all 3.
If you get 3, I get none.
All right.
12 nil. 12
No,
nil.
me.
Yep,
I took the. I managed to lock down all 3 counterintelligence.
Yep.
All right, so here we go. Turn 2 is done, and Mike is up 12-0. He got some key objectives that turn. They had mirror match on the points. What are we looking at for a win percentage, Jason?
That was out there, shoot.
What's that?
That wasn't even.
With Jason Beta. You can pour your beer, Jason Alpha.
I know.
Currently, Mike has a 85%
All right,
chance to win,
running this guy.
but we'll see what happens. It's there's a lot of 40k left to be
And
played.
he's, leadership.
Kyle still has his knight,
Oh,
but the Hellhounds are locked up. So
Dang
but
him.
you never know, right?
Yeah. This percentage is based purely on scoring. There's some other factors not calculated. But it's just a rough guess.
He's going 12. Try to somehow.
So we've
try
got
to
an
keep
hour, 40-something minutes left.
Yeah.
These guys are moving along at a reasonable pace. Should be able to finish this game. That was a big turn for Mike. Jumped out ahead.
Well, beauty about these missions might be a big. It's for now. It's in my favor, but you can make it all back.
Game quickly flips around.
Yep.
Pretty wild missions.
Running Nurglings.
Run away. 10.
9.
Nine.
Kyle is
Five.
a crafty cat, so
Lots of
I
small
bet
legs.
you he can play his way out of this.
So, all right. Just to be clear, how do you want my bloodletter bomb 9 inches here? Can I charge you right here at the edge?
I suppose you'd be within. Oh, you're not within an inch there. We did say it over there, didn't we?
Because
So
otherwise, say how could you swing right
yep,
there?
absolutely. Yep,
So,
that's fair.
I know you can. I'm just letting you know that I want to talk again. I found a beer, so I'm good. So,
sorry, you're
bottom
making
of
me
3?
make decisions.
I know.
Top 3.
Um,
Got it. So,
Oh,
chaos.
top 3. Yep.
12 no.
Yep.
Mike.
Yep.
Characters or the counterintelligence?
Counterintelligence.
Counterintelligence scoring most.
He's got all the OBSEC held in the middle.
All right.
He's got a hoop ton of dudes.
OBSEC is still kind of a thing sometimes,
Still.
depending on mission design, right?
Definitely a thing, I think. OBSEC's very, very important.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about things I complain about. It'd be nice if, like, OBSEC then couldn't also be buffed up with strategy.
5 inches, and
this
he's an
and
inch
that,
up.
and special this and special that.
If that matters, we'll deal with
specialnesses.
it.
They're OBSEC. Whatever, though.
Hey, Orcs get some specialists that can hold stuff like that.
Yeah, that's kind of fun, right? And it's kind of fun to have an OBSEC knight running. It's just kind of fun.
It's very cool.
Yesterday I was talking about how 6th edition I lost a relic match because the knight didn't pick it up. It stood on it. I was like, not get near enough to pick it up, and I can't kill your knight, so go drink some beers.
Just put zingers back there.
No, I'm just pulling them all out.
Oh boy.
Mike, stop smoking rocks.
Well, man, if you want to hold that objective, it's yours.
His zangers are red, and his
For
blood
now.
letters are blue.
That.
If you want to look up somebody throwing the game away.
You look at my game feedback video.
Yeah.
Look
Blue
at-
blood
look at my
letters
last
coming out,
game.
and red zangors, because apparently that's
100%.
what he likes.
What do you play? In already.
Okay.
East Coast.
Okay.
No, not Jared. I'm
Sure. Which way?
He's from Mugu. His name's not Jared.
Oh. Cool.
Simplicity.
And there's another efficiency you can see too. Got stick all those like plastic rods cut to 9 inches to make it easier to figure out where he can deep strike in.
It's a great idea.
Nice. It's just a nice little thing.
I might be doing that for my blue letter
Yeah.
bomb.
Just as a vague guideline.
Yeah.
All of these things you can do to cut out I don't know, things that your opponent has to keep things that
I'm tokens. for my-
Yep.
they have to worry
Little bit of
about.
time.
You know, like, did you actually measure 9 inches off of this one? Do we have to recheck it? Did you scooch something? Those are nice. And so, if we're talking about like things I could do if I wanted to, I'd love to see that in your deployment zone, the 9-inch deep strike rule doesn't apply, and you can deep strike just over an inch away
In your own deployment zone?
in your own deployment
I
zone.
think that had an interesting mix in the game.
Because in your own deployment zone, like that would be fun. You know, if you wanna come all the way down to my deployment zone and stand there, cool. Like that's the thing I am most prepared to defend. And even if you wanted to set it at something between the 1 inch and 9 inches, like over 1 inch and over 9 inches, set it at 5 or something like that, it'd still be pretty cool. But now, if you can push things like speeders or jet bikes or something like that into your opponent's deployment zone, then they can't even deep strike into their own deployment zone.
Cool here.
You can actually push someone out of their own deployment zone as an option to deep strike into, and they're bringing the reserves in. And it's not like obliterators, for example, have a really long range, 24 inches. So you're usually looking for a place that's a little bit up the board, bring them in. But if you did want to bring them into your deployment zone, but your opponent had pushed out all of your deep strike options, it'd feel a little salty.
You can extrapolate.
Oh, but yeah, but then these guys.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I move guys forward to do this up. What?
This is not that. This is not one. This.
Blood letters.
Blue blood letters setting up.
Blue blood letters. It's hard to say.
Right.
And red zangos.
Red
Just trying to
Zangos.
trigger people.
It's a nice play. Good play. I mean, I think you could go green and yellow and really mess people up.
Two purple ones. The flash one. Pink one. Blood letters.
What did you guys decide for these crystal or like the really dense rock ones? What did you decide for those?
Just doing
Air train on the base.
we actually, yeah, that's
Yeah. We didn't talk about it, but I think that was the assumption.
That's
Yeah.
where the last players to play on this ended up as
anything
well.
that's that big of a cluster to
Yeah.
get your.
We're not walking on that.
Yeah.
Wobbly model stuff is just the worst.
Yeah, it gets complicated with fly, right? Because technically you could put a flyer on there.
But you said, but well, since wobbly model's not really a thing anymore, you can't fit. You can't.
Interesting. Like, what does it mean to fit though?
You gotta be. Well, I gotta be able. So I guess the way I play is I say you gotta balance.
Uh-huh.
So if you can't, if you place there and it won't balance ever,
Yeah.
then like you don't get to place there.
It's a very reasonable interpretation of wobbly model.
Yep. And if people want to argue, yeah, you're good.
Well,
If-
no, I was saying I do the
Oh,
that's
do
my
the same,
exact
yeah.
same mentality.
Yep. So
Yeah, if it couldn't possibly ever sit there,
Yep.
then you can't claim wobbly. It's not wobbly. It's never.
it's yep.
Now the real thing is spells.
Yep.
All right.
Magic phase.
Well,
you're not gonna. Oh, I was gonna say you're not gonna move it. You did over there.
all right. So, first things first. Gaze of Fate
Out
goes
there.
off.
Yep.
Second things second. He will Weaver of Fate them.
The back
Red Blood
Yep.
Doors.
Yeah, the red blood doors. I like it. Failed. Pretty aggressively.
No, I needed 2 or higher. Command point reroll.
Out there.
Down to 8.
Sounds good. Touch over here.
I just need to live as much as possible.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to immediately use another command point to Kabbalistic cast Glamour.
Okay.
I need a 4. I do.
Huh. Okay.
And yeah, you killed one Thangor bomb, but have you killed the second one?
I mean, I haven't got to shoot at him yet,
Yeah.
but.
So, and then finally warp timing Abaddon because he's gonna go get some night on night.
Oh, I like that. Like he thinks that he's night. How adorable.
He was 1 inch up, so then he goes over and ends up 1 inch up.
Okay.
I
I suppose we could say like 1 inch up. Like you can incrementally go up.
Okay,
Yeah.
so just say he's right at the top then.
Yeah, yeah. Or if you that's the way you're considering playing that, then maybe I'm thinking about the charge
Okay,
being
1 inch up.
1 inch up. So, but
10
still,
inch charge.
so now it's a 10. Just how that worked out.
All right,
Okay.
sounds good.
Okay. You're
Uh,
still gonna 3d6 me. It'll be fine.
Yep.
But
You say that,
yeah, well, you know.
but I'm not bitter about all those times I have been.
Yeah. Good to.
Hey, you don't know me. All right. Foxbringer smite into him.
Yeah.
Smite with a 9.
Yeah.
For 1.
I
Good talk.
assume
Take
probably
that.
out. All your casters are out except including him.
Okay.
So I'm gonna spend a point.
Actually, let's
How many
make
more?
sure
How many more smites do you have
a lot. Well, up to 5.
that are
But-
gonna go at the night?
Very good.
We're figuring that out right now.
Yep.
I tried to not
12.
laugh. How many more
more
smites
than
do you
12.
have? Oh, a lot.
Oh, sure.
Came out my nose.
So,
12. What's his? I'm sure it's less than 12 to there. For this
Yeah,
guy.
might be.
yeah, he's
I keep
at
touching my
13.
microphone,
He's
which I'm
at,
sure is not right.
12
turned all
from
the way
here
up.
and 13.
Okay.
So basically, Poxbringer and these 4 guys.
Okay.
are-
So I'm gonna spend a point. We're top of turn, so I get
To
to
give him feel no pain.
correct.
Alright.
So did not get my point back, and feel no pain on 5. Takes a 1.
Alright.
I'm gonna track just over here somewhere.
Sounds good.
So
It's only gonna be like doing 5 wounds to him, but
Yeah.
I need to make sure.
Yep.
Shaman to the night.
out there.
For 2.
Good talk.
Warlord, Demon Prince. +1.
Yep. 3. Dave. Okay, there we go.
Yep.
4 taken.
He's got 20 wounds left.
Correct.
Alright. So he did all 3 of his, not worth the command point. Good talk. That's my psychic phase.
Okay.
He'll shoot into the guys, double tap into the guys that already took casualties.
Yep.
2's rerolling 1s.
Ooh.
Not a lot.
2.
2 minus 1.
Who's 2?
Now they're down to 7. All right. Any other shooting? No.
A little easier.
Go straight into charges.
Okay.
Bloodletter bomb.
End of the night?
Yep.
Okay, I'm in combat with your one stupid guy, so.
Yep.
Are you going to 3d6?
Yeah.
You spent points on that already?
Yep.
So, yep.
Yeah. And I still have Gaze of Fate.
That's an 11.
With a 12 with the instrument.
There you go. Come at me.
All right. Bloodletter bomb, big deal.
Getting bombed.
So your bloodletters are still on 25s, huh?
I did not have the
will
to rebase all 30 of them.
I mean, I think the extensions are like, if your bases look nice, the extensions are probably the simplest way to go.
Gotcha.
I'm sitting on like probably 100 Marines at least,
Mhm.
and if Marines ever get remotely playable again, I'm in the hurt bag because I probably should rebase them now.
Yeah.
Like it's been long enough.
And Adepticon this year, like we expect all Marines, all Chaos Space Marines to be based on 32s.
What about orcs? Because they're
Um,
now on 32s.
So our policy has been for a while, and it became really relevant because of 8th edition rules. Before it was a stated rule, but it wasn't really particularly enforced
Yeah,
because
it's
it wasn't
kinda,
relevant. You'll have a year, which means in 2020 we'll expect all the orcs to be on
Okay.
32s. All the stuff that's being released on 32s now. Bloodletters though have been on 32s for more than a year, so we would expect them to
And
be
now
on
is the time.
32s.
So let's get your shit together.
It is. It is.
That's fair.
I like this Mike guy.
He's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Abaddon also going in there.
Oh,
Just
man.
realized I forgot to cast the spell. Oh well. Yeah.
What are we gonna do for Abby?
What's that?
What are we gonna cast for him?
Diabolic Strength.
Oh, that would have been nice.
Yeah.
That would have been nice. I'm not gonna let you do it, but
Was
yeah,
that rude? I don't know.
would've I mean, it was rude
I mean,
of you
I brought
to,
it up. So
It was rude of you to make him tell you exactly what he wanted to do,
You're
but
like, I couldn't remember.
it wasn't rude of you to say you can't do it.
So you're saying, yeah, it was a little rude. Got it.
You're not wrong, Kyle. Cyle. You're
Oh.
just an asshole.
Well,
Yeah.
on occasion.
All right.
All right.
Cyle broke out
These
the
guys
C
are gonna
word.
charge both
Nice.
squads.
Hey,
Guys are up.
Jason put the question in chat. What are your thoughts on bases? What do you guys think is a good rule? I do like what Adepticon's doing. I think it's a good plan. I think more than a year is enough for people, huh? We did it for Age of Sigmar too at the
Fives.
Flying Monkey, and we had some butthurt people. Yes. So that stuff
Alright,
needs to show
I
up
need
on
an
round
8.
bases, and I
I
just
am
think
going
sometimes if
to
gaming
command
around the
point and Gaze of
garage, gaming
Fate.
with your homies on the dining room table, that's cool. Be super casual, have fun with your models. But if you're showing up at a competitive event, be prepared. Be prepared to match the competitive meta of everybody else. And like Jason Prime said earlier, it's could be modeling for advantage in some ways. If you play that a certain way on the smaller bases, it could be definitely considered modeling for advantage.
Yeah, I mean, bloodletters are an excellent example of that.
They are.
Bloodletters on 25s, you get 4 ranks, I think.
It's a lot.
That those guys can't fight in more than 2 ranks.
It's true you can, but in the game prior to yours, then the question was, well, are we actually using the size of the base as it is to calculate other things? Because there was another unit that wanted to come in behind a 25 mil base and claim that he had made combat cruise within an inch. I prefer to simply put them on the size that they're supposed to be on. And Games Workshop will never, in any foreseeable future that I can imagine, say you have to put your stuff on this because that doesn't help them sell. So,
Like they're a business.
yeah, it's like they want to make money.
I
But
like money.
lock money. Wow, nice. We're getting some idiocracy quotes in here too.
Exactly.
That's right.
Great.
So the 4 movies, right, are going to be Blade 2, Roadhouse, The Big Lebowski, and Idiocracy.
Yeah, actually.
That's fine. I think that's a fine mix. We can pull stuff out of that. I think we
Okay.
get through a whole game
And
with quotes
daisy
from those
chain them
movies.
to maximum effect.
I mean, I'm good with everything except for Blade 2. I haven't really watched as much as apparently Bam has. So like apparently
Listen, all these people out here talking about
Alright.
Black Panther. I had Wesley
Blood letters are
Snipes.
swinging first.
Like that was
We'll
the
see if this
first
was an awful idea to bring
major
Abby in.
motion picture with a black superhero.
that is true.
I wish he'd have paid his taxes, but
Yeah.
all right. Questworthy threw in the chat. Personally, I like bigger bases, but it's a shame it comes at the cost of some horde units. I can see that.
Look,
but
the horde units that it comes with the cost of though, like bloodletters, are for real. Like it's the difference between without question taking out a knight and having to actually like maybe spend some rerolls or buff them or try and support them in some other way to do it. On 25s, they do it by themselves, right? And then I think Orc Boys might not really be there. They don't actually hit kind of as hard as I thought they might. So them on 32s is sort of whatever. But I haven't seen them enough. You know, the Codex is new enough that I haven't really seen them in action enough to say that like you could support them. They could perform better than they are right now. So being on 32s is justified. Leaving it on 25s would just be overwhelming.
You at least get 5 ups.
Yep. There's 6 more, and 5 more. That 5 you didn't roll.
That was one of the ones.
Chapel 85 in the post.
I don't think you.
Would love to put all my orcs and marines on 32 bases, but can't be bothered to rebase hundreds of models. So I settle for only upgrading bases of characters and special stuff like Ludas, etc.
The extension rings are cheap and
Yep.
they're easy, and nobody's gonna like if you're looking for paint scores and stuff. Nobody's I'm not. I do paint judging at Adepticon. Nobody I'm aware of is going to look at your stuff that went from a 25 to a 32. It's a beautiful 25, and it has an extension ring on it, and it's going to say like, oh well, because you didn't repaint that extension ring or add your basing elements to it, like all of a sudden your paint score tanks. The 32s just keep everything honest as far as the game is concerned right now, and they're pretty cheap. And they kind of like snap together. Like you don't. It's not like you have to try and like drop a hula hoop over your model.
Well, and if you got a buddy with a 3D printer, there's plenty of files out there for it.
And a buddy that can fix a 3D printer.
You didn't fix what?
Yes, I did.
Negative.
Hey, you guys are using that 3D printer in a well ventilated area, right? Okay, because I just read an article where I was like, what? I didn't even thought about like you're melting plastic and then breathing those vapors. I don't know, man. Okay, we can talk about that. Put it on the like people need to hear this.
If you're using PLA, it's actually basically sugar. So you're just
Okay.
melting sugar.
I mean, if you're melting sugar, aren't you still releasing a certain degree of carbonized something?
We'll find out in 10 years if I'm dead.
Sort of, you know, like artists and this is from I have an art minor, by the way, so you can make fun of that forever.
I'm an actual artist. I'm a professional artist.
Well, there you go.
So
So never mind then. I'm good. I'm in good company. But one of my professors had his lungs were destroyed because he worked with like silicates and stuff like that in sprays, and they didn't know like that the particles were so small they'd get into his lungs and just destroy them. And it was one of his big things, like one of his first presentations in every class he taught, and one of his last presentations, it was a reminder. It's like, hey, wear breathing masks. Make sure you know what it is you're working with because it will destroy your lungs. So, I mean, 3D printers, they're still kind of new. I mean, they're definitely like popping up in everybody's garage or everybody's basement. So it's worth, I think it's worth paying attention to like what's being put out by them when you're actually working with them. Especially if you're running them overnight, like you run them for an extended period of time.
Just so everybody knows, I have 3 3D printers.
I guess we're on a 3-year time track for you then.
Well, the good thing is my wife has an awesome insurance plan on me, so she will be well taken care of.
That's not the way I want to live my life. I would rather just properly ventilate the area and live much longer and not tap into my insurance. That's what I want to do.
Reroll. All of them.
So the Zangors made this combat over here, right? How many did they engage with?
What's that?
How many units did they capture?
2.
Just 2? Okay.
Yeah.
Reds are
The Bloodletter Bomb didn't
3,
kill the knight on its first round
4.
of attacks. And the question is whether or not he
All of
has
them
the
are
points and the
-3d3
desire
damage, so
to
just
have
6.
them go at it again.
6 at -3.
It's
4,
not.
5,
It doesn't
6.
seem like the knight's going to be inconvenienced at all. It can just walk over everything, right?
6, 5.
So
Oof, that's hard.
I would assume
All
that he's going to
D3s?
want to go
Yep.
at it again, and at least make sure that the profile that it's on is the lowest possible one.
He just once a game reroll. Fails. Go ahead. Take 4. Take 5. Take 5. I need 2s. I die. Okay, I die.
That's
Yeah.
14 damage.
So I'm gonna spend 3 and
To have him at super explode.
no, I'm having. Oh, do I explode? I don't. So I'm gonna spend 3 and he's gonna maybe stand up
Oh yeah, that's
and a
right.
phase.
All right, so we'll just leave him there.
They were still rolling for the Bloodletters versus the knight. Was that the second round of attacks, or is the first one?
That was Bloodletters. Bloodletters already did a bunch to me. That was Abaddon.
Oh, Abaddon. Where's Abaddon at?
Right
Is
there,
he
man.
on the hill?
Yep.
Got it.
Okay.
Abaddon, getting work done.
Now
Keep
this.
swinging.
Yep.
We'll see if have us yet another zombie night on the screen.
Yeah.
Fellow Kyle's fellow Warhog Nick zombie knighted 2 different Dominus class nights.
For a total of 3 times,
I
right?
think
2
3
for one and
times.
1 for another.
That's I like that house. I know a lot of people glance over it and go for that house Raven, but I really like that house.
If you're going to put him in harm's
So,
way, I think
10,
the zombie
11
knight
swings
is the
into
best
here.
way. But if you're going to try and
5,
keep it back, then
9.
Raven is better. If you're running the plasma cannon
And,
version, right?
hang on to-
This is into the small squad.
Pofish said
All of them.
32 millimeter is the chess clock of bases. I know it's the future, but I don't have to like it. Ah, Pofish.
9.
Frank, I love you.
-1.
That's a good one, man.
Frank, you're
I would-
awesome.
I would put that on a T-shirt.
Chapel 85 asked, is that Supreme Command of Ravenwing Talon Master?
Is that a Supreme Command?
And Samael.
Correct.
And Samael.
And Samael is in there
Yes,
too.
it is.
Which one is
Chapel
Samael?
85.
The red helmet dude.
Red helmet due to Samael. That's cool.
And the guy
Good
with
eye,
the bolt
good eye.
gunner has the sword of you need to die.
The sword of you need to die. Where we at?
Jason, if you look, is highlighted. Ella John Madden style,
All 18 hit.
where that unit is at. So, you're looking from the overhead view.
I'm gonna continue to say that this mat is my favorite one to look at
I
on
did
the monitor.
15-ish ones.
Like I wouldn't mind like watching 4, 5, 6 games of this. It's pretty dynamic and cool.
I agree.
What did you just take?
10 guards.
The guardsman.
20-ish. Yeah,
20.
2 different squads.
17 guardsmen.
Squad broken!
Gotcha. Is he gonna be able to pile in something else then as a result of that?
Going right.
Yeah.
I didn't charge them, so I'm not going to be able to swing, but it'll stop you from hitting. Yeah.
Any other?
A great balancing factor
I
for those
can
hellhounds
have
still
him
is that
swing.
if you can bad touch them,
might as well.
like they can't shoot. So
Maybe.
good.
You're not
Wow.
lost.
How is Colin
Nothing.
doing? The other
Head
gotcha.
over here, I guess.
Right.
Colin beat Trent. So we had the Inari player who invested in double Shining Spears, right? Beat the Inari player who went with multiple Wave Serpents as his filler.
And both of them have been on the stream, so if you go back and watch the games, you can see what Colin's running, and you can also see what Trent's running.
Yeah. They fundamentally they run fairly similarly in terms of how the Dark Reapers play, but the redundancy of the double Shining Spears is an important factor. You can deploy one, you can deep strike one, and as long as you have a place to hide your Shining Spears on turn 1, and you successfully cast Quicken, you can get them almost anywhere else on the board you need to, so that they make an impact on turn 1. And Trent didn't have that in his list. He had Wave Serpents, which, as we all know, are really difficult to take out. But he was playing against Ganyo, and Ganyo managed to crack them, but it wasn't quite enough because of the missions they'd chosen. So it's an interesting matchup.
All right, does he stand up?
Sure, I do.
All right.
I have this many wounds.
In the house.
Cocked. 3. We'll just put that here. I have 3 left.
Back on his feet with 3 wounds. That is
Stand
big.
up right where I'm at. So, also I got to float. I
As
guess.
close as possible to
float?
where
How does
you
that
were.
work?
It's as close as possible as where.
I
So
think I gotta
there's
go here
a
then.
these dynamics with this need to continue to be
slide
explored
magically.
because, and I'm not too concerned about it.
so
They
they
played on and accepted it as was. Actually supposed
I don't
to
think
pick
I
it up
can
and take
fit.
it off the board.
honestly.
The models
Because
that destroyed him are
'cause
going
I'm still
to be
within an
able
inch right
to
there.
potentially
Mm.
pile
That's
in
even- that's
through where he
far-
was
I'm touching
standing
my model
and,
right
and
there.
possibly do other things.
I'm
engage
touching
other
my model. I'm
things,
touching both
which is
models right
why the rule is written.
That's as
so
far
that you
away as I
place
think I
it
can
as
get.
close as you can
Well,
to
I
where it
was
was. But if you leave it standing there through the whole round,
this.
then that means that whatever it is that destroyed him
Sure.
doesn't get to
But I think from here,
advance its position.
like this total distance is probably further.
Potentially.
That's like 10, edge to edge. So over to here is like 7.
I was just,
Yep.
Yep.
No, that's fair. Yep. I see what you're trying to like closest there, but I
Yep.
think total distance moves is what matters.
for
So,
sure.
Okie dokie. My turn. I'm gonna spend a point. He's gonna act normal.
For sure. I did
And-
not see that coming.
Who did?
Well, then,
Mike
I
looks
don't
so
know what to tell you, man,
surprised
but,
right now.
It's not
Wait.
great. So let's go. Let's run
Don't you have arm on?
this dude.
I feel like he would have seen that coming.
Well,
Him and Zinch aren't talking today, apparently.
Do they ever?
there.
He also hasn't failed a cast yet, so I can't complain. This game.
Night of the Living Dead.
Here.
Night, K-N-I.
This guy's there.
Nice play on words there,
Yeah,
Questworthy.
it should have been House Mortis or House Necro
That.
something.
Okay.
Necrotech.
Magic users are gonna go.
Not quite dead
I'll
yet.
just stay with this is bad. Business on ya.
It is, I know. I realized it when I said that.
Company commander's
I'd really
gonna-
like
or
to bring
he's gonna
dodgeball
go
quotes in
there.
here too. Because he's got no balls, Cotton. Is one of the best things you could ever say. Bold move, Cotton.
Magic users.
I actually
Keep
dropped
protect
yesterday. I
stuff,
said
I
that's a
guess.
bold move, Cotton. Let's
I
see
know
if
you
they
did.
pay off.
Yeah,
should
no,
be
you
close
did.
enough for them.
So I guess we have
My intent to be
precedent for that.
closest.
It's already been
Flip
in
it
the
12.
rotation.
It's
These
it's
jerks.
developing into a
Forward
fun set of movies.
for the Emperor. He'll probably be okay. Don't
We'll have
worry
it down
about
by next year.
Orders are hanging out. Those dudes.
So, the Deathicon.
So
When is it?
rolling now.
Third week of March.
I might. I'll hit you up. We'll talk.
I'm gonna advance him.
Alright.
9.
It's a good time. It's pretty
Guys, I'm just tell you. He'll be just right. Evil Hellhound needs to go.
Run to the
good. Is that that's a Hellhound? It can't shoot though, or is that the other?
No, I got shot out of combat, or Sammy bailed me out of combat, so just burning stuff now.
There you go.
The Zangors did what they needed to do.
Oh, absolutely. Since I'm acting normal over here, We're gonna go and
It's
do.
gonna be bad.
We're gonna do some business right here.
Yeah, one thing about dropping his Bloodletter Bomb on that side to get the knight is they're
Or
gonna have
do-
a more difficult time being relevant to any
No, I
other
think I need to
part of the
go-
board.
this
Right?
one
They're
guy's
not,
gonna
they
be
actually
pain in the
don't
butt.
travel that well,
Unless I order him 2 pieces.
unless I'm missing something.
Yeah,
but
they're
I
one
just-
hit wonders.
Yeah.
They're hard to.
Wait,
But they're one hit wonders that if you can
Wait,
drop them in the middle of the board,
however-
they can be 2-hit wonders.
Yeah. Well, but I guess after the Dark Crystal, the next turn they could be warp timed
Mhm.
if you need to get them somewhere. But it's still
Yeah.
not a whole lot of
Right, I can
wheels.
put guards in here, kill him.
So I don't know. The investment to make in them is a little hard to justify because if they don't have a target that's like a knight, then what is it they're
Don't
dropping
tell
in
me
kill
that.
where
That'll
they're going
just
to
go
get the
straight
points
to my
back?
head. Yeah,
And on top of that, if you can drop them into the middle of the board where they have a fair chance of doing that twice,
I just
then I spent a lot of points on these.
Oh, this I
Not a lot. They're still pretty cheap. I feel like the different demons could have stood to have different point costs instead of all be fairly
all you need?
standardized. Because some of them are kind of clearly better than other in their
Dice be
practical
awful
application.
in mine.
just roll like a god.
Slashy demons are fast and they're kind
Plan on
of
that, right?
pinchy, and sixes are kind of special,
Come on,
but
boys. Coming
they
in.
don't hit the same way that Bloodletters do
Think. Make
in
sure I'm
any
okay with everything.
universe.
Still getting zoned out. 9.
How are we doing on command points and
Oh, can you
time?
flip me on time there, buddy?
Nope.
Since we're bad at that.
Good job. How are we doing on
So
command
not great.
points?
I got 17 left. He's got 43.
Rude.
Like
Just rude.
5 minutes.
It's a 5. I think we're at 5 and not 5. He's at 6 or 4 and 6.
4 and 6.
You got 4 command points left.
Correct.
What's the score?
12-0.
Well, it's the bottom of 3 right now.
Bottom
right?
of 3.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
bottom 3, so there'll be another scoring.
We got some things are gonna happen now.
Yeah.
Though. So let's do the magic phase. Did I get it? Yeah. Good job. Don't worry. Don't worry.
I'm just out.
Don't worry. I'll fucking kill all of them. Magic phase. Smite. Yeah. Out there. Take 2.
Into these guys.
Yep. Again. Got there. Take 1.
And no one's within 4.
Okie dokie. Act normal. He's gonna order them to act normal.
I know this is
Real
gonna be
ones on
going
both these
because
guys.
It's been around for a while, but the smite rules. What is it? The increasing difficulty, right? They're kind of nice. One of my first tournament games that I played, I think a guy pulled off like 6 smites on me.
Yeah, I played.
Yep.
Actually, Iron Halo 2017.
Right, just basically last year, right?
Yeah, one of my matchups wound up being like the 6 Malefic Lords
Yeah.
versus me. It was awesome getting smited like 9 times in a turn.
It's not fun.
Not great.
Like,
It's not fun at all.
you know, clearly abusive.
Brian, I think you should cover what happened Iron Halo 2015.
Why you gotta talk about ancient history, bro?
That's ancient history.
That was pretty awesome history.
That's where I had my Gary Busey moment.
Like you said this a couple times now, but I'm confused because I know he's not really with it anymore. Do you mean you forgot where you lived or what?
Oh, I snapped. I threatened to kill somebody. Just gonna
No, of course you need force.
Hey, if you guys are out there, if you
Gonna
want to
kill a
listen
set
to
of brothers
it,
with my bare
take
hands.
a look at episode 1 of
it's
the Flying
okay.
Monkey. Goes into great detail what happened.
Episode
I guess
1.
episode 1 or 2.
1 out of 9.
Wow.
All
The
right.
inaugural episode is like, hey, we have to talk about this thing.
Talk
that
about
happened."
Brian's anger problem
Oh my goodness.
and the
man.
different levels of rage.
So how are you doing now? Like 3 years later,
I won Best Sportsman in Iron Halo 2017.
you are clearly reformed.
He bribed all the players with whiskey and
It had
whatever,
nothing to do
and
with giving out
cigars.
cigars.
I mean, that's a legitimate way to get results too, isn't it?
Exactly.
I don't know. We're living in a weird world these days. I don't know like what's acceptable and what's not.
Listen,
anymore.
one of the guys I gave him a scar, and he said I was going to vote for you even before the scar. So it completely justifies any action.
There you go. That's awesome.
That was John Champ, right?
Actually, it was David Villar. I can't say his last name, from Texas.
Villarreal?
Yeah,
Villarreal?
Red Star Gaming.
Cool.
He was half drunk, but he appreciated the scar.
We need to get more.
You know what? I also gave him a pair of shoes.
What?
Yes. I bought some Chuck Taylors, and apparently the shoes that were in the box didn't match what the box said. And I took them to wear at Iron Halo, and they didn't fit. I was like, "Hey, man, you look here about this size. You want some shoes?" And he looked at me strange, and I said, "I swear to God, they're brand new. They don't fit." And he sat down, tried them on, and they fit. So I gave him a pair of brand new Chuck Taylors and a cigar.
How did you go from 2015 to 2017 then, man? Like, what's the arc there?
I don't know. Just, it was bad.
Fewer Jessicas in your life? That would be my guess, by the way.
They're all gone. So,
All of them? All
Yeah.
2 of them? 3 of them?
I think there was 4.
There's somebody who's checking your answer with the previous answer you've already given, by the way.
No, she knows some of it. So I had some crazy ones. I had one that was going to fly to Wichita. Like, no, you're not. She's like, I already bought a ticket. I'm like,
Dude,
oh, well,
anyway.
enjoy your weekend in Wichita. So, a couple of them I had to call the cops on.
Wait, and I'm not gonna lie, like, my geography's not that great. Wichita is on which side of the state?
Of Kansas?
Yeah. East,
Southern.
South.
Southeast.
Some saves.
There you go. You are good at
Seems
this game.
seems strong. Seems
good
strong.
at this game.
Pretty good. I think I'm just gonna keep blasting with now it's Mortar Town to these guys.
These
So
are the
that's
weapon
gonna
teams
be-
deployed at the very edge of the board, right? This nice little triangle over here. So they can influence a significant portion of it. Really cool
What's your
models.
favorite unit? Mortars.
I mean, I've talked about
28.
mortars before. 48 inches. Why? They already have like many benefits and many good things they can do. Why does it have to be 48? If it was 36, they'd
Yep.
still be good. They just wouldn't be like, duh, good. Be good.
No ones.
Whatever
more?
though.
Four more.
Okay. And there's one 3 in the
I play
middle.
Chaos and
Reroll
I play
one.
Eldar.
Got you.
And that's
You
what
had
I
a
play.
1 that you
So
did not reroll.
You're right.
I can complain about one a
And
little
threes.
bit, and the other one I can try to complain
gonna
about
just
as
pull
long as I
them
have a
after-
sympathetic ear.
I just say no one has any sympathy for that.
Some people do. Some are like, you know
3,
what? They could have been
6,
better.
9,
Mostly, I'm
12,
just
13.
jealous of the richness and the depth of like some of the other codexes in terms.
I
I'm
think
serious. Like,
Part
like-
of the flavor of 40K, though, is a lot of things do, if you look at the balance in it. And I know it's never going to be a balanced game, so don't use balance in that way.
yeah, sure.
But if, like, let's look at Death Guard. What's Death Guard good at?
I mean, what they actually end up being good at is Poxwalker spam with Typhus.
Durable units that stay on the board that are hard to clear out.
Sure. Yeah.
So what's the trade-off for that?
It should be offensive output.
Okay, so they're notorious for not having the high damage output. So when you see Nurgle armories that do well, the guy that goes 5-0 at a tournament, you know, traditionally his scores aren't that high because they don't have the damage output to destroy other units, but they can still hold it down to win games. So that's kind of, if you look at the balance of like a Death Guard army, you know, they're durable, they stay through the fight, but they just don't murder everything off the board.
Mhm.
You know, they just stay there. So that, in my opinion, is one of the armies that is flavored the way it should be. There's good balance in that book. People can play it effectively at an competitive level.
Okay.
So let's go over to Craft Worlds, though.
Sure, let's do that.
There's nothing that Craft Worlds can't do. Nothing. And people will throw out the toughness thing. The toughness thing, I believe, in 7th, 6th, all previous editions was a bigger deal.
You're saying that T3 doesn't actually impact them that big?
I don't think T3 impacts much at all now.
I think Strength 3 does for their close combat, like Banshees and Scorpions.
Okay, but those are like the only 2 units that legitimately probably hit at Strength 3.
Yeah.
The rest of them don't hit at Strength 3.
Well, it's not Strength 3.
Right. So there's nothing that arm trades off for being good at everything.
Wraith axes are pretty expensive though, and you have to deliver them.
Deliver what?
Wraith axes.
When have you ever seen them on a board?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like,
Again, it's
what unit are you talking about
you won't
then?
see in 2018. When will you see? You'll never see that unit on the board.
Yeah, but like we haven't. I mean, we haven't seen here. I don't think we've seen every game that's being played, but I haven't seen a pure Eldar army in forever. And the skewing of the value of the Eldar units continues to be.
I've got a buddy back home, Alex Kuhn, who plays pure Alatok, and that dude will wreck any GT he goes to.
Sure.
You know, and I'm not the most experienced Eldar player, but I've got a Ynnari list I've worked, and whenever I've played it, it's seriously been like there's always an answer for something. I never feel short.
It always does. Yeah. Without it though, like the Alatok, like depends on the fact that you're gonna be -1 or -2 to hit. In some rare cases, you can get to a -3. But I don't know. I don't think that wins GT though.
We're only 1s and 2s sitting up.
But I guess as far as balance in a book, what I'm saying is what's the theorized trade-off for Crafts World isn't necessarily a trade-off in this edition. Because being low toughness isn't the detriment to an army that it used to be.
So, in that regard, the fact that the distortion weapons don't do mortal wounds is actually.
What the fuck's a distortion weapon?
I'm just saying.
Is that
And
like those
Sanders.
Wraith axes you were talking about?
Wraith cannon. Yeah, no, it's like
Rolling ones,
right. So you
cold
don't see
twos,
Wraith knights.
there are
You
4
you
ones in
don't
there.
see Wraith guard.
Right.
Right. You don't see distortion cannons.
Because that's not Craft Worlds as a whole though.
Let me just ask you this though: if they did mortal wounds, like can you
Three,
imagine
6 times.
Inari with Wraith guard that did mortal wounds? It
Yeah.
would be it would be extra stupid. It would have like 3 U's in it.
Oh, there it is.
Stupid.
Well, thankfully we don't.
Right. So at the very least, don't have that.
We got Mike losing some more.
Codex.
So is that like saying I'm sorry I only
Yeah.
gave you you should just be appreciative you only got one black eye?
Maybe.
Nighttime.
It's like it's a good.
Yeah, I
codex.
could have blacked your other eye.
It's
I
a-
only got your left.
It's a good codex.
So flavors-
It's
well, actually,
pretty
I'll go up here first. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. Bolter. Missed.
Just the.
They'll roll. They'll get there. I assume.
I have to say, I think that's like.
I liked
Yeah.
Luganoth,
Yes, for me,
Althazar,
for me, for
and
sure.
some of these weirder craft worlds that Imlock that just come from out of left field. I don't like to like. Previously, I didn't like. I didn't like to play Bealtan or anything like that. I just wanted my Eldar to be just different. I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. We'll play this. And so the fact that they didn't get any rules for them, and now I'm playing 1 of 5 was disappointing to me. I know it's probably a small thing, but here we are. I'm on water now for the rest of the day.
Ooh.
All right, Frank. Just a tip.
Into
Duly noted.
France. Maybe I got actually a lot to go here, so maybe I'll shoot at this idiot.
Still
No,
in the shooting
Shaman.
phase.
Flaming stuff on Shaman.
Flaming Stubber the Shaman.
Yep. Aramon is eating Melt-A-Gun and machine. I'm gonna charge. The Stubborn Shaman first. 2 hits. 1 wound.
5 up. Saves.
Flamer. 5.
So
Threes.
all the blood that are off the board.
Take.
Armon is exposed to being shot. So
Doesn't give a damn.
Alright.
Gun. 6 shots. 3, 4.
melt the
6.
cannon. That's
Threes.
Like, it's not like a melted gun.
We're gonna do
Just-
some. We're gonna do some
Because he
rerolls
was like
here.
6 shots.
I'm gonna do
Where those
my.
come from.
I'm gonna do my Grand Strat and turn it into 3 shots.
Yep.
Wound on 2s.
Grand Strat
Three.
is the reroll you get from the.
And this
the
is an
Imperial Guard
Arma?
attachment.
Correct.
Alright.
4
Survive. Command point reroll.
Sure. Nope. Take
Dead.
5. Got him.
Armon.
Armon.
Machine gun shoots into nothing. You're down to 5 CP.
Yes.
Okay. I think that's it. We're gonna charge here. I need a 9. Cool.
Pretty alright.
So we'll go 12.
What came in over there?
My guardsmen. We're off the table from the dagger of Block.
Gotcha. Is it a Blarn thing? What is that?
It's just a relic that it lets an officer and 10 dudes outflank.
Gotcha.
Charge your demon prince.
No Overwatch.
Ooh. Out there.
You want? I'll let you.
Yeah,
put
I better go do some stuff.
your shenanigans. Evil shenanigans.
I think I'm just gonna. They rallied, so they can't. So they're gonna try charge.
And those Dark Angel speeders
4
are still on the board,
plus
still
2,
doing work.
6.
I think that'll make it.
It's clearly a counter meta unit.
Taken out.
People
So,
rarely consider
let's
taking
kick demon
things like
prince
that,
and
and yet here we are.
To me, that's almost as foreign as like seeing a drop pod on the board.
9,
Right.
12,
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
He's
Drop
your warlord
pods.
back
In the beginning of
get
the edition, it seemed like drop pods were going to be like,
threes.
oh my god, ridiculous, and then they
Threes.
like
One better
in
than
practice they turn
Threes
out like
again.
they're just pointless.
Oh, there were too many points. That's part of it.
Well, it's not. I mean, it's not just that, but the rules about how they come in and deep strike and how
Right.
that happens.
There's
like
no
you,
advantage
you
taken.
can't danger close and just like and then land in a clear spot and deploy anymore. Like it's not. It doesn't matter if you're a drop pod. You don't have to section to that rule. You just drop in and you deploy within,
Down to
just
7.
outside of 9 inches.
Questworthy said R.I.P. drop wads.
Yeah. Right.
Pour one out for the drop pod homies.
Got
that
3
fall
back.
before us.
Or 4 left. Fuck, so you can get back up.
I know, and like every edition that comes out, or every new codex that comes out for Chaos Space Marines is another opportunity for them
Hold
to
on,
get
Lance.
drop pods
Oh, go
because
ahead.
Chaos
Oh,
Space
no,
Marines
we
drop
can do it.
pods like
It changes
should be a
down.
thing.
Okay,
Should be a
that's fine.
thing. Should be a thing, right? But what's
Sixes
the
give
point?
me extra attacks.
so who cares? They didn't get them this round.
Probably just give them to him and nerf them now, anyways.
Yeah. And then, the
Minus
Dread
2,
Claw.
minus 2, so
um,
force.
Yeah, right, exactly. Like they used to be like a real thing, and you could null deploy and do a bunch of other stuff, and they've continued to be nerfed, and not just nerfed, but like then end up being overpriced, and their rules are just not special enough anymore. They don't provide any particular exception that makes them worthwhile taking.
Spend 3.
Because putting 10 Space Marines in somebody's backfield just because you have a drop pod is not worth it. Like, ooh.
You can do that without a drop pod.
Yeah.
6, 9, 12.
The clock
Take
roll the right way.
3, 6, 6.
I think for the most part,
Yeah,
the
you want-
players
guys stand
are
right next to
running
him.
the clock.
You stand right
Oh
next
yeah.
to him.
Well, I was actually checking the Zangors.
Oh, sure.
I think the way it's
Um,
progressing, it's
alright,
not
how
going
many
to come
do you
into
say?
play anyway.
6.
This has been a really incredibly brutal game.
That's super good.
No, I'm enjoying watching it, by the way. This is good stuff, and I do truly appreciate the variety you guys have in your lists.
That's weird stuff. People have not respected the speeders at all. That's
Yeah.
been super fun.
And they're so far out of everyone's mind
Yeah.
that they don't appreciate what
Okay.
it is they can do.
That's it. So do I stand back up? I do. With 3 points. I'll just leave that die right there.
There you go.
And just back me up like half an inch. Okay. Pause, I suppose. I get just the 1.
Yeah.
And I kill
It's about
the
3,
kill the
right?
character. So pretty good. Is that what
They're
you're
going to be doing scorekeeping
No, it's
right
the
now.
Prince.
Yeah.
It'll be the top
So
4 next.
I got 4 and 4. Characters. Yep, still standing. And no counter. Okay, so 12 to 8 now. Your go.
Kyle, let's close the gap a little bit.
Up 4.
Up 4.
Oh, fight me. Actually, fight me. Fight me. 4. 4 and going the cultists, or my guys, and then you got 3 into the tank.
Sorry, thinking about future things. Reroll from Abaddon because weirds are rules are weird. Weirds are rules. No wounds.
Okay.
3 into the tank.
1.
Nope.
Nothing. And heavy petting. All right, done. All right, good talk.
All right.
Pib.
I'll hammer through.
I tell you what, man, Mr. Pib, underrated.
Mr. Pibb is better than Dr. Pepper. Correct.
I think so too. Dr. Pepper's too
We
burpy.
found our common ground.
Mr. Pib.
It's about time.
Will work. Will
crap.
work for Mr.
Did I
Pibb.
explode? I did not. Okay.
Yeah, no, I think so. Dr. Pepper's just too burpy, man. So a really good thing. I did this in college. Party silver and Diet Dr. Pepper all day.
Orange crust, and birth cake flavored vodka. Birthday cake flavored vodka. It's like a creamsicle, man.
Are you a girl?
I can't talk.
What?
This coldness is catching up with me.
Birth cake flavored vodka.
Dude, I'm telling you, mix it with orange crush. It's like you're drinking a popsicle.
What is a birth cake?
Birthday cake.
I mean, I knew what you meant.
Dude, I'm on like gallons of cough medicine now, so
Yeah.
probably gonna start seeing numbers and animals later.
Mm.
Man, someone told us to get the hell out of here with that Mr. Pibb.
Whatever, dude. Like Pib is for real. And like, so my second thing for that is actually RC, Royal Crown Cola.
Oh,
It's not bad.
you like clothes from Kmart as a kid, didn't you?
I didn't like them. I had to like them. I had no choice.
Yeah, we're
How many
good.
command
Stay
points do we
back
have
here.
left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that I overextended with Abaddon, thinking I had to do.
He has 5 CP. We're top of 4. I am oot.
Your oot of CP. So
Just
if he spends some, do you still have chances to recoup them from him, or
Nope, I don't have that relic.
you didn't do that way? You
So I-
didn't do it
so I
that way.
take the dagger,
Okay,
so I can outflank these bros to be able to
gotcha.
Oh, Frank's talking crap on the birthday
punch and shoot.
cake vodka.
I mean, yeah,
Alright,
I support that.
Casting.
That's not a real like drinking things that aren't real things is not a real thing.
Whatever.
You're gonna drink something, drink a real thing.
Some dude like that probably drinking Natty Light. So,
I mean, it's what grandpas should do.
whiskey and bourbon. Yeah. I didn't have a cigar this weekend. That's a damn shame.
You didn't have a what?
A cigar.
Oh,
It's a 5.
Oh,
Got it.
there you go. Good work out.
5 and a 6.
Okay. Good.
Smite from the Boxbringer first.
How many wounds did it stand up with?
3.
Goes off.
Maybe
Come
it
at me.
could. That's twice.
3. I die, I guess, unless I got.
I die, I guess.
don't. All right. Do I explode on a 6? I'll take my 8, sir.
Yeah.
There you go.
Eventually.
You did
they
enough,
go
sir.
away.
You did enough.
So, like, the likelihood that it was going to go down for that final time and without you having any command points left.
Let's do coin flips. I did a coin flip on my close combat swing. It was coin flips either way.
Right.
So I tried to stay up instead of, so he had to kill me and then maybe stand up again in his psychic phase was my plan. So I was like, take the coin flip, at least try to push the coin flip. Yeah, sorry, continue.
Smite. Goes
15
off. 1,000 Suns.
Heal guardsman.
Yep. Psychic phase, you kill Aramon, and it gets a lot smaller.
Yeah, it
Imagine
does.
that. 4 shots, just to make sure. Cast.
It's nice to see a Black Legion
Actually,
Warboss.
he still has
Warlord.
1 cast left.
He does.
He'll cast.
I think
Diabolic
Abaddon's
Strength
got a
on him.
place.
Oh, come
He's
at
gonna
me.
I
show
just
him
think a
some
lot of
guardsmen.
people don't build lists around him.
Good talk.
And that's the thing, is if you throw him in a list, you have to build around him.
Apparently.
It has to be 100% Black Legion.
Why do you say that? Just out of curiosity.
Because you support your screen, and I haven't looked at it since before there were adjustments made to turn 1 deep strike and stuff like that.
Okay.
So the caveat is this: when I looked at it, turn 1 deep strike was a thing, something like that. So you build a Black Legion brigade with it. So you get a lot of command points on top of that.
Okay.
You fill out your brigade with spawn. You push your spawn way out there. The first screen for anti-deep strike. Your second screen is fearless cultists. And then your core is actually Hellbrutes. Hellbrutes that don't move, and Abaddon that stands next to them and gives them like reasonable rerolls. And you can tear some things up.
Well, here's my thing. I was playing with him in a Supreme Command because Alpha Legion cultists are -1 to shoot at. If they make him Slaanesh, you can get the feel no pain on him. And Abaddon makes all cultists fearless. So that was what I was thinking. That's why I asked you about
Right.
you have to make him Black Legion, because I've seen some builds that I've played with that, he was dealing with other cultists. I love -1 to hit. I think it's one of the greatest things in the game. One of the most powerful things.
Do you think it's okay? Do you think it's balanced at over 12, or should it be balanced at over 15 or over 18? No.
What do you mean, the distance out?
Yeah.
I think
Or-
12 is fair.
You really do?
Yeah.
There's a lot. I mean, there's a lot.
A lot of
armies that
ores don't
struggle
go
with
that
it.
far. A lot of ores are 6 inches.
Yeah.
You look at a lot of the stuff, like we're back to Space Wolves book again. A lot of those ores are all 6-inch buffs.
Mhm.
Whether it's Wolfen given buffs or the Lords or the Rune Priests, it's all stuff within 6 inches.
I mean, if it was a recap of what's been going on so far. Oh,
We're at turn 4. It's going to be Mike's turn, top of turn 4. It's 12-8. It has been a tight game on the primary. Mike's making some moves. Cyle did finally lose the Zombie Knight. Sucker stood up twice. So that was pretty epic as far as game narrative goes.
but in the meantime, Aramon is down.
Yeah, Armon is down, so Mike's Psychic Phase went a lot quicker. Yes.
They're accurate words too. There's 1 Artemia pattern. Hellhound's still on the board. 2.
There's
There's
2.
1 that got pushed way over there.
And
too.
to my surprise, Cyle still has 3 land speeders sitting out there. 4. My
yeah,
bad.
he's got Samael +3. Like I mean, I agree. They're underestimated. They're ignored, and they're ignored and underestimated because people have an impression that they don't do anything. Because the accurate impression is that Dark Angels, as a mono army, don't do anything. That's accurate. That's true. But there are elements from that army you can drop into other Imperial armies that can wreck face and are point efficient, can get things done. And this is one of them. I think that those was it the Ravenwing Bikers? Is that it, or the Knights? Whatever it is. I know, right? Raven something, guys. But yeah, whatever it is. Talon, no, not Talon, but they've got really good plasma guns. Their version of those plasma guns, plasma talons. Corvus hammers actually hit pretty hard, so they can get work done for you too. But I think if you are gonna invest in anything, this little Supreme Command detachment right here, this little formation, pretty neat. Mobile, hits hard. It actually has a close combat component. And when do you get that? Like when you're like, oh, it's cool. I'm in combat. I'm gonna hit you anyway and actually do
Maybe
work.
the only thing that is possibly equivalent is the shield captains on jet bike.
Field captains on jet bikes. Yeah, I mean, and now to be fair, these suffer a similar disadvantage that the shield captains do now with the nerf to the fly rule, right? Which we talked about a little last night. It seems like it was a nuclear option to a very specific problem.
Yes.
Jason, do you agree with that ruling from GW?
I mean, if I was in charge of everything, because I feel like I can talk. If I was in charge of everything, that's not the way I would have gone. I'm not in charge of everything. So
Yeah. Well, I think it was a broad, sweeping answer to a specific problem.
Yeah.
You know, the specific problem was deep striking and getting, you know, the 0-inch charge.
Yeah.
That was the problem.
Absolutely.
It wasn't charging over screens. You know, it wasn't using it in the assault phase. It was something deep striking down and like, here's my 2-inch charge.
Right. Now I do think when you start to dig down, you start to actually try and solve that problem with less than 100, 120 words. You kind of burn into problems. It's not actually easy to solve that dynamic, that rectify those two rules without using a lot of words and then complicating the interaction.
Yeah. We got Pastor DeMorte in the chat. He says, Mike and Kyle, my friends.
Awesome.
So you guys know a Pastor DeMorte?
What just happened here? What are we looking at?
Who's the guy, but it doesn't matter. So we're gonna move here. Let's move forward, guys.
Big
Uh-oh.
turn for Kyle.
It was a big turn for.
That way, man. Those Renegade guards,
And
they
stop
need to
taking my time.
Well, maybe flip the clock then. Jeez,
No.
you savage.
And here we are with clocks and why it's a pain to
All
work
right,
with the game.
that's a 10, so I'm gonna go with this way.
You don't even have to say anything.
Yep.
We can just move along.
These bros.
Sorry, Mike's a
probably just
noob. He
advance.
can't handle just clock.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll have
but
to.
that's the
So I'm gonna advance.
no, what I was
Seven
gonna say,
enough.
which was way fluffier, was that Renegade
Stop
guard
stacking,
need to
stacking.
fear the Emperor's wrath. You know, it's gonna come around and bite him. Renegade guard are not as good as Imperial guard. Yeah, I like this guy.
Top bottom.
Frank,
Top
oh
bottom.
my gosh, Frank doesn't need the encouragement.
Yeah, why not? It's a 3-word statement that I completely agree with.
Frank has a mustache.
Oh,
So I gotta,
nice.
I gotta test go here. And then, am I closer to that guy with this dude? I assume I am.
Yep.
I'll just move, just to be.
Just got a 16-inch move.
let's
just
just move. How about-
move
Hey,
the
Kyle,
entire
how about,
board.
Oh, Kyle, how about we just move?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Good talk, bro.
All right, good.
Alright,
High fiving myself. That's how
here
cool we
go.
are.
So we got.
All right,
These are
move.
kids.
Well, with the thing of death.
I don't think you'll be able to hit.
Plus, I kill all those jerks.
Fight.
He's a high school.
Even if I go there, it's not great.
Yeah.
But I do want to go here actually.
And then, this is our killer.
Because then I maybe get the prints and whatever. And the explosions over there, more importantly. Advance these guys.
Crushing it.
10. You guys are just move blocking. Trying your best to not die.
Singing again.
I
Okay.
know, man. It's kind of captivating.
Alright. Nope, not even a little bit.
Sing to
Yeah. Orders. We're gonna
give him a little.
Oh, magic
Give him a-
phase. I'm sorry. Smite, you jerk. Yeah. 9. Not you can't deny, I suppose. So
Frank, I'll ask for rides anywhere I want.
nope. Take 2.
Alright, you've got 2 left.
Smite the other guy. Perils. Cool.
I am gonna spend a command point to make you take 2d3 mortal wounds.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What a nice one.
Not
to have.
dead. Nice.
Oh.
Epic.
I was almost dead. That was that guy. That would have been rough.
That would have been.
That would have hurt.
I was actually waiting for that to happen this entire game.
Someone did that to me in like game 1. He like blew up my brain. It was great.
It's
6.
a great interaction.
Well, and
Nice.
especially that would have hit everyone around there for D3.
Fight again. Order. And then first rank, second rank back here.
Yep.
Fight again. Order.
Not great.
Whoa, 1 hit. Good talk. Nothing.
No, you.
Oh, 1
not
wound. Yeah,
great.
you're because you're cold.
Feel no pain.
Yeah. And then real ones on these guys, I guess.
Yep.
As guess. So let's put the advance. Put these guys in. D5 on this jerk?
D4.
4? Doesn't matter, I guess.
Zangor. Common.
2, 3, 4, 5, 9.
Mm-hmm. What's this 4,
Not
right?
anymore.
Yeah, no, it's a good time for a game to break. Or yesterday on the stream,
And,
right?
fives.
Everybody ended up being tabled, but everybody was
Big.
tabled on turn 6.
7.
Like,
6.
That's when like you should be
7
tabled on
into
turn
who?
6.
6
That
into
is
your
fair.
shaman.
Like you're losing the game steadily.
You dead.
Getting tabled on turn 3, not fun. Getting tabled on turn 6, okay, yeah.
He's only got a
that's the
5
thing.
up.
Yeah.
So,
Less great. Well, Abby, you're gonna get some shooting into you now. So
feel some tender loving murder.
Sorry,
because
tender
I think
loving
this
murder.
is the only questionable guy. That's like 13, and that
This is 12-ish from the time stamp.
okay.
But I'm still. I think you're just barely closer to Abby.
Accidental genius.
Yep.
Okay. So the two that moved are these guys. So I'm gonna shoot. I'll just shoot these. I have
Hey.
nothing else to shoot at.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna roll these two first that are 3,
Sounds good.
6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 1,
They are.
3,
Look at that
6,
cute teeny
9,
tiny ketchup.
12, 15, 18, and T5 or 6?
5.
T5. So I need to split this out actually. 1, 2, 3,
He'll
5,
have
6.
1 up
2, 3,
armor for being in
4,
cover.
5, 6. Thankfully, I ignore cover because I am.
Good.
So I'm good like that. Because Talon Masters ignore cover in
Yep.
their bubble. This is heavy bolters first from both of them.
Wait, what? I have to get my green shirt back?
And so these need 4s to wound. Not-
What green shirt?
and real ones. So 3,
I know you will.
6, 8
Didn't I let you
re-ups.
keep your shirt? I didn't? I was gonna say we should have. I had so many Adepticon shirts in my drawer. My wife's like, "Really, you need all these?" I'm like, "I technically can't throw them away.
3
I
wounds
don't
left?
own them.
Okay.
They just take."
And
up
then
space.
this big bag of dice will probably kill.
I don't know how many
cannons.
it's gonna take to kick my ass, but I know how many he's gonna use.
Yeah, it's gonna be all of them. Can't make you roll 3s, but don't make. These need 3s. Yeah,
These are assault cannons.
correct.
3 roll ones.
Reroll. Oh boy, there's all sorts of. That many. 4, 8, 12, 16.
You're watching at home. The score
I'm gonna make this.
I think
might be a little misleading as to how the game's going. Kyle's
Fuck.
just kind of turned this one around. I know he's behind.
super duper
He's
dead.
cleared out just
Actually,
quite
only
a bit
took
of Mike's
4.
models this
Hey.
turn.
2 extra.
I think
worry.
Abaddon just
4
went to
guys.
hell and died.
And then that guy. Then this dude is probably closer. So that's like 13 and a half to more and even further. So they're done shooting. He's stuck as that guy. I think charge phase. You know how many you've lost over here so far? Cool. Charge with him. Good talk.
Green is
Fight you.
33.
First activation over here. 3,
Yeah, they reflect what's
6,
going on.
9, 11.
Oh, sorry.
No more charges.
What's the
so
clock look like?
you know, maybe. Was this
And
some
does it
magic?
accurately reflect where the game is supposed to be? $33 minutes.
Yep.
No
Go for it.
armors.
Or feel no fans. Yep. Kill 3.
Kill 3.
You're at 1 and 4 now.
Coming back
Violent,
around to
pound.
Abaddon, right? And the lists I was looking at earlier. Another thing was too is like the rerolls that
4.
that he provides.
Those are 4 Black Legion, so
Right, and so the Black Legion cultists, like if you to have that kind of efficiency.
1.
Honestly, I mean it's a really difficult consideration.
Oh, save.
because if you try to make a fire base with Abaddon.
Wound on your hellhound.
And
Takes another
Abaddon
one.
himself can be a linebacker. 'Cause he
All right,
hits pretty
lost
hard.
5.
Um,
Weird.
All right.
But if you want to make
Is
a
that a
fire base out
commissar
of
as
him,
well?
then you need to
No.
have like multiple. Or you needed to.
Company, platoon
I
commander.
don't, I'm not even
Okay.
sure
How
like
many wounds?
how I could or would write
3.
up the list now.
So it's my turn.
And
Morale?
in tournament play,
yeah.
where you
Um,
expect that at least one of your games.
2,
I mean,
we're good.
You know, if you're playing 4 rounds,
Lost
you
5.
expect that at least 2 of your games you
lost
have
4.
to go out and
4 and
get
1?
objectives.
Or 4 total.
I don't know how
4
I build
total.
that
Okay.
now.
Cool.
Tide
Up
of
5?
Traders is
Ship 7.
is nerfed.
Okay. Oh yeah, +1 leadership. That's right.
Yep.
So I killed 2 characters, or that was turn 4. So I killed another character. Got another counter attack. You got 1 character and no counter intelligence.
What's the score
So-
now, guys?
16 to 16. Push right now.
All right, it's a 16-16 push right now.
Yep.
Going into turn 5, right?
Yep.
Top of turn 5.
Your turn.
And with about 30 minutes left in the game, what's the clock looking like?
Oh, sorry. 6 to 15.
6 to 15.
Yep. He's got 6, but
And
he
I-
should be fine.
Yeah.
Yep. That is the super cowardly thing to do. I'm gonna do that. All right.
Get out.
Um.
Go hide. Go hide. Go hide.
Yeah. But first, we're doing a suicide.
Oh, okay. Cool.
The 16 all.
16 all.
Um. Running Foxbringer.
Yep.
Chaos is doing what it does best.
He's on the
Advancing
board,
to
man.
the
It's-
cheer.
It's actually real close. It's
They're
gonna be real close.
strategically moving to the rear.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it was not. We've not traded Solo Blood yet.
There we go. Updated scores. Turn 5. 16-16.
All right.
Tight game between these 2 players.
I think you saw this coming. Tide of Traders.
What? Get out of here.
Try and act shock, Kyle.
These are 5 dudes.
You just did a very good job.
They're on the hill for you.
Thanks.
And I gotta kill another 40 guys? Annoying.
What?
It'll only take your
I'll take 3 of my 4 guys, don't worry.
yeah.
Maybe, well, we'll see if we make it 2.
Challenge accepted.
I understand there's 40 guys and that's 38 shots, but whatever. I never said I was good at math.
All of them. All right. Good talk.
Get in the way.
Nice. Registration's been really long for Adepticon. I'm pretty smooth. Mm-hmm. No,
The salesman over here. 4 minutes, bud.
Thanks.
Yeah. Up there. Up here.
You.
Mhm.
All right. Beginning of the psychic phase. He's gonna spend a point to change out Gaze of Fate.
So you're out then?
No, I've got one.
One left. Okay. Yep. Swap gaze for
Warp time.
warp time. Okay.
So let's psychic duel off.
Let's do it, man.
All right.
You get +1
Weaver of Fate's on himself first.
for the reroll.
No,
Oh,
for
plus -1.
yeah, it gives him a 3-up invuln.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
Go.
And then warp time.
Oh, I'm gonna try to deny that one. I guess the 9. I fail. The other one.
I'm going.
I fail.
Okay.
What up?
Or you did not see this.
In it. I was so surprised. You mean we're gonna be both max characters and max objectives? What?
So smite
Think.
1.
Put a wound on me.
Smite does
Okay.
not go off.
Wounded my face.
And then not gonna bother to shoot them.
Charge.
Going to give
Feel
them
no pain. Yep. Got that.
All right, you guys in the chat. Tie game right now. What do you think's gonna happen? Predict the outcome. Will
Should
be
I tell them? All
Yeah.
right, charge those two guys.
Yep. Go ahead. 3 grenades. 12. 3, 6. Roll your stuff. And if you
I will point out, relative to the clock,
They rolled
3.
12
because it was
grenades.
implemented
Yeah.
from turn 1,
Nothing.
they've been aware of it
And
for the
I
entire
can't
game, and it,
get
it
in anywhere.
does
So
not
just,
appear
yep,
to
keep going.
be,
Keep going.
Alright.
This guy's got
having the
one
same
wound on him.
impact
Everyone
as
else
in
is full.
last game
Yep.
where it was put on when there were only 40
Oh,
minutes
so he has
left in the
3
game.
remaining.
3, 1,
Oh,
Full
4.
story, bro.
Right.
So 4 wounds on him.
Correct.
All right.
3.
Three.
It's platoon.
So, so
No,
4
he's
attacks
grandpa.
against the platoon. 3
He's
against your,
actually a
One
grandpa.
guy.
guy
Got the
that's
one.
already wounded.
I don't care that I'm older.
Here's your
He's
3 first.
grandpa.
Yep.
Okay.
1 extra attack from Death to the False Emperor.
Dies. And then 4 on the other guy.
4.
4. 5 ups. Takes 2 dies. Okay. Pile, I guess, if you want to. Yep. Pile. Fight ya. 1 and nothing. And done. Pass. Yep. Okay. So they're dead. We're going to disengage this way. What up? I hold this now, so we're gonna go. You killed all characters, so characters don't
Yeah,
matter
I mean,
anymore.
Yep.
The
we're just
story,
gonna hide.
like the story, of this might be no real answers to
They're there.
the speeders.
And well, don't. They play
Well,
dumb. it
Maybe in
works.
Mike's list. I would say their answers in other list.
No, no,
Yeah,
I mean
you
in,
guys are just
in
gonna
this
go
game,
here,
the story of this
doesn't
game might be
matter.
like no
Their
real answers.
characters, Dave. Their characters.
Supreme,
Yeah.
supreme detachment.
They're fine. We're
Okay.
just gonna.
David,
hide,
David
hide,
plays a
hide.
different
He's
edition.
gonna hang out
Yeah.
there. I'm holding that objective. So that's
Dave
what
and I have
matters.
had conversations like this. I just know to stop arguing.
Here's 16.
It's a hobby of mine too.
16. 16. Your +1 save.
Yeah, he's got 3 up in wounds.
Reroll 1s. These guys will come forward to first rank, second rank, or just rapid fire ya. I'll smite you and shoot you. And this is your warlord as well. We'll just hammer you down and see what happens. Oh, Hellhound is gonna just stay put, maybe. No, I'm gonna charge you. Actually, I'd rather
This is
get
5
top of 5,
or bottom of 5.
bottom of
Anywhere.
5. We're gonna do actually this. Try to get him. And I'll charge
Yeah.
you. And then I'll charge you cultist. Okay, magic face might fails. Good talk. Order phase. Nothing. Real ones. Let's do some shooting. Hellhound over there. Heavy bolter into cultist, I guess. Heavy bolter first. 1. One guy dies. I don't know if one feel no pain. Sorry. And then flamer. 3 shots. Deuces. 3.
Into the sorcerer, right?
Nope. Into this way.
Okay. And these are 2 damage.
2 damage each. Cool.
Kills the
Kill a
guy-
base. Yes. Over there, everything into the sorcerer. Heavy bolter. 1. 1. And then flamer. 6 shots. You're safe.
Okay.
Neg 1.
Okay.
And then flamer is going to be 4 on him.
Okay.
Neg 1, 2 damage each. 4, 6.
And these are into the cult.
Oh, 2. No, flame. Your sorcerer.
So kill them.
Okay. Machine gun town into your demon prince, I guess. We'll start with rapid fires actually. 6, 7, 8, 9, pistol. Yeah.
Who's this?
Those guys into here. Take 1. Same business over here. 1, 2, 3, 9 grenade because I'm close. Into 4, 5 more. 4 plus 1. Yeah. Get him. Put bullets into him. Maybe we'll put a wound on him. It'll be so exciting. 2, 3. Yeah, get him.
Down to 6.
Got him. Yeah.
Overlapping fields of fire.
Overlapping fields of fire. Oh,
No,
wait,
wait, I'm not playing.
I'm catching. No. All right. First Talon Master. 3, 6, 9, 12 from the ass cans. 2 miss. And 4s. Take 3 plus 1's another 1. Take 5. 3, 4, 5, 6.
No more pains.
No, here. Here.
Oh.
Here.
Okay, he's
here.
down to 4.
Okay. Heavy bolter. 5s. 1, 2.
We're good.
Cool.
Still at 4.
Same business. 4, 6. Actually, mortars before I get to excited. Make sure I got range. I don't. So we're gonna mortar your guy. Okay. Mortars into the dude. Actually, I have a ton of time, so I don't know why I'm fast playing so much. But 12, 18 plus 6 is 24. 6. 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. Hiya. Let's put some bullets into the guy. I guess I'm singing again
Singing.
for you
Yep,
guys.
we got it.
This
You
one
don't have
will
to be
over here.
self-conscious. We'll point it out again
Alright,
for you.
5s. Take 2 more.
And
Yam for mortars.
we're good.
Doesn't give a damn. 3, 6, 9, 12. Next Talon Master. Cocked. Still in the Demon Prince, obviously. So next, ass can you do the can? Oh, I pulled a 3. Take 3 more. Oh, 3 plus 4 more. We're on the dude.
Down to 2.
Okay. Heavy bolter. Z. Missing both. Miss 2. 5s. Excuse me. Nothing into nothing. Last Talon Master. 3, 6, 9.
Survive!
9, 10, 12. Hiya.
Hitting on 4s, rerolling.
Hitting on 4s or rolling. We've been doing the whole time.
I was just.
Oh, just
For
in.
myself.
Oh, yes. Remember, it's a lot of hits. It feels like a lot, but
No.
it's because it's I get rerolls. These are 4s, and those are all misses. So take 6 more.
We should kill him, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
We'll find
Got
out.
Reroll left.
Not even close.
Yep.
All right. Heavy bolter shoots into the darkness. 3, 6, 9, 12 into the cultists from Sam I Am. Roll your 1s. Drop the 2s. And deuces. Still that many cultists. 3, 6. Oh, it's 10 field no pains. Plus roll 1s.
Okay, I only made 2.
Okay, and take 2 more.
Nine die total. You did 10 and then 2 more.
Mhm.
Any other shooting at them?
No.
Okay.
Charge the Hellhound. 6.
Who's he going into?
This into the cultist, I suppose. To be clear.
I'm not.
I'll roll here. You did.
Good
Nothing.
shot.
Good. And we're gonna just touch tippity tip right. And run you over.
Heavy petting, thank you.
I'm sorry. All right, pass. You got a minute. Oh, you get to consolidate and stuff. I suppose.
Yeah, so I mean,
You just play it on my turn.
Okay,
You're on
here-
my time still. It's fine.
here's how this plays out. I can't possibly. So what? I can't get any points next turn.
I don't think so. So here's my next play.
Yeah.
So you do some, maybe even lock up the Hellhound, right? These guys.
The fact is the only thing that matters right now is Solo Blood.
Solo Blood, and can I get in your deployment zone? And I am, like, twice. So the Solo Blood, and you probably, I don't think you can ever kill me.
I'm just trying to.
So then I just got to kill these guys. Is my last thing I got to do.
Well, I mean, you'll just blitzkrieg those guys.
Or yeah,
because you killed 11 of them anyways.
Oh, hey, there it is.
So they lose 4. They lose 7 more.
Okay.
So I mean, they're easily killable next turn. They won't have any feel no pains. So the only thing I got, move this guy right here, and an 11-inch charge. So I need a 10, and I still have a reroll left.
Alternatively, you can try to Mega Smite too. Would be the other correct play. Or the other play.
Yeah, because it smite into them.
Oh, yep. Oh, actually, it smite into Hellhound.
Yeah, Hellhound.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Even then, he only has 3 attacks. Their leadership 7 or 8?
7.
So it's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. 11-inch charge.
Yeah. Here we go.
So I need a 10.
My Overwatch can't kill you, so. Nope.
Command point reroll this.
Oh.
Why the fuck not?
Yeah, might as well. Nope.
All right.
Good game.
Good game.
All right.
Alright, guys. Woo! This is a nice way for it to turn out, too. Like, the clock controls the pace of the game until the end. You still theory hammered it out.
Yep.
You said you don't need the clock anymore. And the game comes to a conclusion that it should come to, right?
Yep.
That's nice.
So the other thing I could try is maybe try to grab your last objective.
One of us is on top of things when it comes to the
can't,
clock. And the other one just sits back.
I'm
Well,
just not gonna
plus
say
16.
anything. I'm tired of watching Jason get triggered.
Does falling back 12 inches?
Also want to point out that
Well, you could
Ryan
you
has
could
Him
drank
and
wrap
in a
it.
gallon
special
of water.
snowflake,
Not wrap, but
40K.
like,
Yeah, just block you
enough.
off.
I didn't hear what you
and
say.
so the other option
You
is
drank a
8.2,
gallon of cough medicine
or
and
I
kind
had
of
to go
still loopy and able to put up
Otherwise
with
the game-
Jason's
Well, I had a double
shenanigans.
advantage. So I can't get it. Then it's Solo Blood.
And I've had whiskey, and I've had
Oh,
beer.
clearly.
So
So Solo
Hey, it's
Blood,
his birthday, man.
it is my
Uh,
birthday.
Yeah, whatever you
in
want.
your deployment
my
zone,
birthday.
grab this, and I killed the woman. So it's like all seconds. Correct. 24.
The Tylenol sinus
12 and
stuff knocked
16.
me
Or
out
16,
my ass.
28.
I think I took
28.
it with the day
So
course.
36,
It's kinda-
28.
Yeah,
36,
because no
28.
Warlord, no Linebreaker, no Solo Blood.
If he lived, that was gonna be my last thing. Was
To go-
climbing over there
and try to get this
eat
guy.
him. Yeah.
Right? Great game.
Good game.
All right, good game, guys.
Awesome. You want to interview these guys?
Yeah,
Sure.
Thanks, man.
Well, good.
All right. Well, we're done. So good talk. He won 36-28.
Correct.
Oh, for sure, man. Yeah. Alright, guys. I know you're like trying to clean up stuff and stuff like that. If you come stand at the other end of the table,
Sure.
talk to you for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, Bam, you got this?
All right, if you want, I don't know, both of us can.
Okay.
10 minutes, guys.
All right.
Stand right here.
Let's see what you say first.
All right, good game between both of you guys. Mike jumped out ahead.
Yep.
Kyle pulled up the slack
As
and
expected.
managed to pull it out. Was that your game plan from the jump?
Yep, it was go second, let him come at me, buff up, whatever. I don't care. The reason I wanted to go second is because of how this format works. That I can dictate when I control objectives. I only have to control it once. So I just let him come at me and then just fight my way out of my corner.
Yeah,
So,
that's one point that Jason made in the commentary was like going second. The way you guys picked that mirror match was actually advantageous towards you
yep,
in this scenario.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep.
Choice of the land speeders. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth.
Sure.
Everybody in the chat was talking about it. What brought that about? What was the thought process?
So the evolution of this has been Guard Brigade plus Knight plus kind of whatever. Kind of I've been playing all season. After the Castilian nerf functionally, I pulled that out, turned it into Crusader because I just wanted something I could throw downtown. That was also good at shooting. That's why they're not Boldrin. And then I still wanted a bunch of shooting. I actually bumped into this guy at Iron Halo who had 2 of them, and I was like, well, why not 4? So kind of building around that. Alternatively, because like this was basically a Castilian worth of points in those 4 speeders. Yeah, it's a little bit more, but then like I had a chicken walker in there too that I pulled out, so kind of just however it works out. So
Okay.
yeah,
you happy with it? You like how it plays?
I really do. It's a little weird because I have to play they have to come at me because I don't have like really downtown shooting like I used to. But that's okay because I've got ocean of trash in the way to be able to just handle all of it. So
We
All right.
have an ocean of trash.
yes.
All right, Mike. I liked your list. First off,
Thanks.
what was your strategy going into this? When did you see it kind of tables turn on you?
So the entirety of my list is I need the Zangors and Bloodletters to do damage, and then the characters follow up and eat whatever's left. If I don't do enough damage with the initial stuff, and I don't control the board enough, basically I lose, and that's what happened. I could not get into his speeders, and the speeders just wrecked me.
Yep.
Yeah. And I heard you verbalize when you felt that was going down.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
well, I saw him on Friday, and he's like, I have this in my list. I'm like, that's
And I'm like, yeah, Mike, if I play, it's not gonna go
And here
great.
you are matched up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So,
All right, well, good games, fellas. You have anything else, Jason?
No, I don't think so. The Artemia Pattern Hellhounds. How hard did you try to get them to be blown up? Like, did you?
Well, in this match, I knew they would just wind up getting locked up. They're just my front line. Honestly, they're probably going to get cut and turn into Rough Riders in the next iteration of this because of exactly what happened in this game, where people lock them. I played against Gene Store guys who did the same thing. So I'd rather just have less up there, maybe put some guard in the way as my front line, and then have a bunch of outflanking stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of playing the character game a little bit, I can kind of nickel and dime some weird angles because, Rough Riders will be closer over here to your shooting or whatever.
Right. Yeah. No, we saw Tyler. It was Tyler who played Rough
Got
Riders
a lot of Rough Riders.
yesterday. And they do a lot of work. They do it, and that it's interesting. You're talking about playing them specifically for being able to play that character game.
Jason.
Sorry. They're my bad.
Brain, yeah.
It's interesting you're talking about being able to play them for saving your character from shooting. That means that if you stay with the Dark Angel Supreme Command attachment, it'll continue to do work for you because you can cover it in different ways.
Correct. Yep.
Cool. It's interesting.
I like the list. Both lists I like.
Yeah,
So,
they're fun.
it was fun watching you guys play.
Thanks.
Good game. Thanks for being on the stream. And good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
good game.
Next stream will be round 6, last round of the day, 15 minutes. Stay tuned, and we'll have another game going for you guys. I might be dropping off the stream, so I'll let you guys know. Yeah, or now.
And Mike, Danny says great game.
Okay. Thanks.
Wow, just okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Here's everybody.
Thanks you guys for watching. Be there soon.